feeling tough. Sweating through the days, ain't no broken plan. Talking with the folks from this thirsty
Well, good
land.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Farmer Tan Podcast. I'm Jake Fairley.
And I am Scott Foster.
Wait a minute.
Aren't I?
Something's wrong. Is this the right script?
Do I have your script?
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me see.
And now they don't know. Are they listening to
Me?
the radio
Oh,
or the Farmer Tan podcast?
we could be listening to the Caravan Conversation.
We could be. Or
Or,
are we? Who's this guy?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
that was good. You did the question. I like it.
We like it's good stuff. All right,
boy.
Farmer Tan podcast. I'm Jake Fairley,
There you go.
and
That feels better.
that feels better. We were lucky enough to be able to grab Scott Foster tonight for a special guest because our other special guest, I don't know, the freezer machine on his ice cream dispenser went to pieces, or we'll
It's
let
the
him.
most farmer tan thing to have a breakdown when
Yeah.
it's least needed, though.
Right.
So that makes them feel more a part of it.
Yeah. So we'll let them talk about it when they come back. But I reached out to Foster tonight and I was like, or this afternoon, I guess. I'm like, dude, we're in a bad way. It's not like you're getting picked second, but
But
this is an opportunity
sure.
for you to get on you can jump the list on a long and distinguished list of guests.
Oh, that's huge.
So anyway, Jake Fairley joined by Scott Foster. Jared is at his regular spot on the south side of the table, and this is a Farmer Tan podcast.
Yeah.
And we are glad you could join us. Dudes, what is going on?
Can you believe that it's February 5th right now?
Yeah.
And what is it? It's still 56 degrees outside at the time of our podcast.
It's been a long year.
It's weird.
Yeah. This has been one of the, I was just thinking that last winter and this winter have been easily the fastest winters I've ever experienced. Just kind of, it's been warm late, warm long stretches through. You're doing stuff. It goes by way faster than kind of a traditional winter. It's hard to believe we're motoring through February already.
Yeah, which I'm glad to put January in the rear view.
Sure.
It was a miserable month. I don't care if it ever comes back. Temperature was decent, but
It's always miserable.
yeah,
Usually February is the longest 28 days of the year.
that's a fact.
So far, it's been pretty quick.
First 5 have not been bad.
They have not been. Still time.
Still time.
Still time.
The average temperature right now for this time of year is 28.9 degrees.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
we did better.
we did good.
We did better. In fact,
We're
I think
doing
we were
good.
we were going to be close to some highs. I don't know, record highs. I think
Yeah.
our record high in Gothenburg was 65 today. I don't know if we got there or not. I didn't look.
Oh, I bet so.
We had to been close.
I thought we were knocking on the door at 70.
I bet we're close. How crazy that is, but it's good to be above average, right?
Yes,
Or
Live there all the time.
just barely above average.
but that's still above average.
The meaty part of the bell curve.
Oh,
That's where I like to
yeah,
live. You know,
yeah.
not the extremes. Just right there.
Yeah, we're making some hay in the B- area right
Sure.
now.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
All you need is you just need a D- to pass. The rest is just, gravy.
D for degree, but you did need a C to transfer if you were doing the
That's true.
JUCO thing. So I had to do a little
Good for you.
better, but
Proud of you.
B- student. Disappointing part is probably could have been B+ if I would have. Maybe even an A or two. Well, all right, let's not get carried away.
Let's.
Well,
So if you remember right, Scott Foster was on here on New Year's Eve, like a year ago.
Right.
New Year's Eve.
so New Year's Eve 24.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that'd be right. His popularity has skyrocketed since his debut on the Farmer Tan podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I know the Farmer Tan podcast picked up tens
Yeah.
of listeners after you were on. So
Right. That's the kind of power that I have.
yeah. So we appreciate that. Hopefully we returned the favor.
Oh yeah, I couldn't keep people away when they it was tough. It was a paparazzi thing for a while. It really was.
I believe.
I heard the
believe it.
co-workers at KRVN were getting a little
Jealous.
tired of it.
Yeah, they were. But it's stardom you just live with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just learn to live with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's it's the price we pay for being excellent. Or
Is that what it is?
Above average.
Above average. B minus.
B minus.
B minus.
For the longest time, Foster was like, "Hey, you guys need to come down and be on my show," and we're like,
Right?
"Yeah, we'll do that."
Yes.
Since New Year's Eve of 24, we've been going. Yeah, probably next week we'll be down.
Mhm. Yeah, that's. If you've noticed, I've stopped asking.
Maybe we'll get down there this time,
Uh-huh.
and we can be on your morning conversation.
Yeah.
Or
Caribbean conversation.
Caribbean.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
morning. You can,
No, we can't
Every
be there.
time I hear it, I think like I need to ask Jake when we're supposed
Right.
to go over there, and I ask Jake like, "Are we still supposed to go?" He's like, "Yeah." That's about as far.
That's
as it goes.
yeah, and we certainly can't be there every morning.
No, but I'm saying you're always welcome.
Oh.
Every morning.
I figured.
You're welcome I don't know.
Yeah,
But, we have,
We'll figure it.
there's, it's an august group of folks that come onto the Caribbean conversation. And so, you don't, it's a pretty big deal.
yeah.
It's a pretty big
Yeah,
deal.
I hear
for
some of the
now.
guests. I'm like, I do not think we belong there. So I'm
Yeah.
surprised we got the invite.
Well, maybe a little. I don't know.
It's a barter system.
All
You
right,
invited me,
that's-
I invite you.
All right, that's fair.
Now we're
It's-
two in the hole.
It's turn. So we need to be there 2 mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a row.
Yeah, we
Mm.
probably
Do we get to be live, or
we
is it gonna
probably
be-
need to bring donuts to make up for
Mm.
lost time.
We could bring donuts.
Yeah.
We will not bring as many donuts as we leave the donut
I was
shop
gonna
with.
say,
I guarantee
we'll
you.
buy a
that.
dozen.
okay.
We'll bring a half dozen.
That's right. That's right. Oh, the half dozen. Hey, you don't see that very often.
Well,
But listen, when we have the pink box donuts there in
Ooh, yeah.
Lexington too,
oh yeah.
those are
Boy, those are good.
they are
Mhm.
good.
All right, I'm going to tell you a story about that. So
Okay.
I was hauling a load of feed. I was pulling it out of the distiller plant there in Lex, and I timed it out about right because I was going to get one of those donuts.
Mm.
And I got down there and I'm like, maybe I'll get that donut now. And then I was like, no, go get your load picked up, then get the donut. You can enjoy it. So the whole time I'm in Lex, I'm thinking about this donut. Pull up there, stop, start walking up, going, parking lot seems pretty empty.
Uh-oh.
The day they were closed.
It was the one day, the
Yeah.
random
No.
day. Like they were normally open the day I was there.
Yeah.
And I was there at like 10 in the morning. And they're like, sorry, we'll be open again tomorrow or whatever it was. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Isn't that something? What I think is interesting.
I was so disappointed.
I'm sorry about that. I went for quite a while where I would have meetings in a previous job and we would get donuts and they never got eaten.
Whoa.
Is there something going on?
Who was in this meeting?
Well,
with you?
these were people that maybe
Hmm.
were looking after their health a little bit.
Was
or
it a
something.
Zoom meeting? Because that makes sense.
No, that'd be funny. Nobody's eating my donuts. They're right here, people. No, so I actually stopped getting donuts because people just were not eating.
Whoa.
And then it falls to me, and then that's not a good thing either. So
Did you get yourself one donut though and take it to the
That'd be
meeting?
f-
Like,
that-
look
then
at
it-
what I'm doing.
look what I'm doing, and no.
But they wouldn't care because they didn't
No.
want one anyway. Apparently, did
I don't-
anything else on this committee get done?
Yeah, you're right. There seemed to be
Yeah.
not nearly enough of a sugar rush for this. I know,
That's
but
what
I
I'm saying.
can't force people to eat
Look,
donuts. I
we're-
should.
We're all just trying to eat a good donut out here.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes they'll stop at Jill's Cafe here, and those donuts are good too.
Sure.
We're in good donut country.
The apple fritter.
Oh man.
Oh, the apple fritter.
yeah.
I
Oh
like
yeah.
that. I like
I
that.
feel
one.
like the apple fritter is an underappreciated donut
Oh, yeah.
in the donut family.
And
Yeah.
they take it up another level. They're like peach fritters and pineapple fritters.
Mhm.
All good.
Nice.
I do like a fritter.
I do.
Yep. And the bear claws, I like those too.
Yeah, you peel off the toes one at a
Oh
time.
yeah, you got
Sure.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is because I used to be a big, you're going to find this hard to believe, but cream-filled Long John guy.
Oh, yeah.
And as I have gotten older and the old digestive system doesn't digest like it used to,
Mm.
that is like a gut bomb.
It is.
And it doesn't matter if it's Jill's, if it's Pink Box Donuts, if it's Casey's. I'm better off with not that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you go into it knowing that's going to happen. But
Yeah. But I'm still down with jelly filled.
Right.
Raspberry.
Most donuts anymore, I'm gonna need to nap at about 10 o'clock. I'm gonna feel a nap because nothing's gonna happen. there for a
Keto
little
acidic coma.
Yeah, exactly.
coming in.
bit. Exactly.
And I've reached that age as well where you have to have a cup of coffee with something.
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh man.
No question.
I took Owen Owen and I went to Jill's, grabbed some donuts before school one morning, and he got a jug of apple juice. And he's eating this donut and drinking this juice.
Whoa.
And I'm like, boy.
Yeah, good
boy,
luck.
I'm going to have to pick him up from school in about an hour because he's going to get sick or he's going to run through a wall. He was fine. Didn't bother.
Yeah. To be young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I got held up in Lexington, I had to go to Casey's, which Casey's does have a decent.
They do all right.
But I thought, you know what? And I do like Casey's donuts too. But I got breakfast pizza. And
Yeah.
that was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, that did. Luckily, Lexington put Casey's
Right
next
down
to
there.
the donut shop, so that was an option.
Yep.
So
Yep,
I didn't have
for
to
sure.
go to the hard to get to one downtown. Well, not downtown, but at the bottom of the overpass.
Yeah, you're right. I forget there's two.
That one's hard to get to in a truck, but the new one
Oh, I
is.
bet.
New one's piece of cake or piece of breakfast pizza, as the case was.
Ah.
That one there on Adams, that's the one on the overpass.
Yes.
It's a
Mhm.
really good Casey's, though.
It is though.
It's a really
I
good
agree
Casey's.
completely. It's really difficult.
It's hard
in a
to
truck.
get to. Yeah.
You can do it, but you got to muscle your way
think-
around there.
I think they probably get a lot of high school kids, a lot of school kids.
Oh, that makes
there,
sense. I never
because
thought
they'd be
about
going
that.
by their
Yeah.
school.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
I hesitate to share this story, but I'm going to anyway.
Perfect.
For a very long time, we drink black coffee because that's what we do. And we don't drink foo-foo coffee or adult hot chocolate, as Jared calls it,
Yeah.
or whatever. Except I did kind of get on to some foo-foo coffee that I kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got Stories Coffee Shop in town,
Yes.
and I do like it.
Uh-oh.
And they've got some that I like.
Uh-oh.
And the caribou one specifically is fantastic. It's all nutmegged out, and it's pretty good. Anyway, Aaron and I, every once in a while, we will.
I've nothing. I can't. We're just sitting here. Just like to help you out, but
We can't go.
Hey, I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Right.
I'm about ready to
Okay.
wear suspenders. It doesn't matter to me what you think of my coffee choice. But
Okay.
we go there every once in a while. Sometimes we'll sneak up there for an hour during the day and just get away, talk to each other, get a cup of coffee.
to do.
Yep, it's good. But you don't want to be there on like 2:30 to 3 o'clock ish on like Wednesdays when school gets out early. You were talking about the flood of high school kids.
Yeah, I
There's
bet.
lots of junior high and high
Really?
school kids that show up, which is great. I'm glad they're doing it, but it just gets overwhelmed with a lot of like adolescent.
I'm just thinking when I was that age, I never would have thought of going to a coffee shop.
Well, it gets overrun with adolescent vibes there.
I just
for a
wasn't
minute,
in that
and
instant thing about coffee then. But,
But you think
interesting.
about it, what were you, though? I mean, really, if we think about back then to our halcyon days of being in high school,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
So, okay, real quick before it gets too far away.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But Stories also has other stuff. They have cold drinks, and they'll make like different boba drinks and other cold drinks. So
I don't even know what a boba is. Is it like a smoothie?
no,
No, not at all. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's like
kinda
a
indescribable.
it's like a pearl, except it's got like say maybe
A pearl?
right sized kind of, but it's got like liquid cherry flavor in it, and maybe you put that in a lemonade, and then when you drink
They're
it
balls.
Okay.
The bobas are balls.
and you bite down on
Oh.
it, and you get a little cherry and type.
So it doesn't dissolve.
No,
It is just one?
no,
you get a whole
There's
thing.
a whole
Oh,
big
okay.
handful.
Do you remember ever eating Bubble Yum when they had the flavor center in the Bubble Yum gum? I think it
Oh,
was
yeah.
Bubble Yum. Freshen Up. It was called Freshen Up.
Freshen up.
And
Okay.
you'd eat that and you'd bite into it and some
Yeah.
mouthwash would come out. And
Really?
Yeah.
Or if
Simple probably, but
if you ever smoked the Camel Click cigarettes, they had the little menthol ball in them, and it was just regular till you crushed it, and then it was mentholy. Somebody out there knows exactly.
I think you're on your own on this one,
Okay,
pal.
well, that's
At
fine.
least in this room.
Yeah, it's very similar except completely different.
Okay.
So,
All right.
anyway, but
Fair enough.
when we were, who did that?
Amateur hour over here.
Amateur
What's
hour.
going on?
About to get a pager test, so good thing that happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Find out if it's 6:30 or not.
That's exactly right.
Attention. Well, it'd be Farnham. I about said
Yep.
Gothenburg. Attention, Farnham Rescue. It's 6:30. Pager test.
Yep. This is a pager test only. And you're like, whew, thank goodness.
Yeah, because I'm trying to podcast.
Mess
over
up
here.
a podcast.
Yeah,
Like
not
crazy.
looking to save the day right now. You were asking about when we were in high school, but I remember after track practice, we went to the local gas station. They had like soft serve ice cream machine, and we'd hang out there for a little bit, like after track or whatever, and do that. So, I mean, there was probably always those spots.
I suppose.
It was probably a soda fountain when you were a kid.
Oh, really? That's how we're going to go. Now,
drugstore.
Livery stable.
Listen, I remember the convenience store, because the cool thing was when the convenience store got
Electricity.
Beta and VHS, you could go and rent a movie. Yes.
Yeah,
right.
Huge. And you had to make, and only the really rich kids had the betas, so there wasn't very many of those. But that became a video store. It was huge.
And that's how you knew you grew up in a small town, probably anywhere rural, like Corn Belt-ish America, is your local gas station rented
Absolutely.
videos.
And I don't know if you guys remember this, but not everybody had the machines, the VHS machines.
Oh, yeah.
So you could rent those
that too. Yeah.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, it's like a big old suitcase, man.
Because those were about as expensive as TVs when they first came out, right?
Have VCR will travel type
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. It came in a big hard case,
big old hard casey.
briefcase looking thing. But
Nice.
yeah.
Those were the days.
Be kind, rewind, huh?
That's right. They'll find you.
Yeah.
They'll find you.
Oh, they
yeah.
would?
Oh, yeah, they'd find you. If you
How did they know?
Because they'd just look and see if
I
you
guess the
hadn't
right-
rewind, and if you didn't rewind it, they'd
right wheel
they'd
was
put it
loaded.
on your bill, and you
Yeah,
get
and
a
it was like-
nickel,
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Because, and I don't remember which way, like if it was completely rewound, because you could see.
Yeah, that's
in that
right.
clear
One
window.
wheel would have,
Yeah.
probably the left wheel needs to have all
Sure.
the film. Or
Right.
something.
Right. Yeah. Whichever way it was. Oh, yeah. Times were tough back then. Kids don't know how good they got it with their Spotify and their
Oh my god.
Amazon Prime Video, and it was.
But
tough.
I mean, it is, all of us living now, how much technology we saw come and go already.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
It is
CDs
crazy.
were innovative and they're extinct already.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
within 15 years.
And you think about a CD player when it first came out, how
Yeah.
expensive those things
Right.
were.
Right.
And then the DVDs were super expensive.
Yeah.
$1,000 for those things.
Like-
and
Yeah. If
yeah.
Walkmans were
Oh,
only certain people could have those, and then they were a
Sure.
dime a dozen about the time the iPod first came out, and the iPods were, twice the
It
size
is.
they are as a smartphone now, and they were unaffordable. And then those were
yeah.
a dozen. So
Oh, yeah. And
that's
really,
impressive.
if you were never cruising around in a 1990 Chevy S10 with Garth Brooks 7 playing on because it had an
Yeah,
aftermarket
cassettes.
radio with a cassette player in it, and then have it eat your tape,
Oh,
and like pulled into the truck stop and was trying to fish it out of there without stretching it or breaking it, and then it got all crinkled and it would never play right after that.
And how many adapters you went to because your vehicle was too old? So CDs, you needed the cassette adapter.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to MP3, but you just needed the radio transmitter.
Yeah. I
Just-
actually,
You're constantly adapting media forms because your vehicle isn't new enough.
because it's a piece of junk you're driving.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember having a Chevy Citation, and
Did you get a citation
nice.
in the Chevy citation?
The best thing I ever did to that car is put it in 4 feet of ditch water and kill it. But
I hear that.
it had the radio was this way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So it was a vertical radio, and so you
Yeah.
had to put the tape in that
Oh,
way too.
sure.
Wow.
And it ate tapes like going out of business.
Oh, I know.
But I will say, when the day I wrecked it and I had to crawl because it was upside down, I had to crawl out of it. It was out of the back window,
Oh,
and I could still hear Elton John's Nikita still playing on
no kidding.
the radio.
I think we figured out why the car wrecked.
Well, listening to Elton John,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
you know whatever.
All
I know you've talked about
Whatever,
this
Tiny
too,
Dancer.
but listening to
dancing.
cassettes and CDs where the tape was damaged or the CD had a scratch, that song would always
yeah.
skip in the same spot.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now you hear it in pure form. Well, you still know exactly where
Sure.
that song, that skip was. And you still
You
hear it
do?
in your head.
Yeah,
My-
that's a good point.
My brain tries to, yes, I had one with a scratch on a very specific song, and my brain still tries to skip.
Yep. Still hears it, even
Yeah,
though it's
yeah.
not there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You were talking about the tape adapter. That 97 Super Duty I had a tape deck in it, and I had a Sony Discman.
Mhm.
Sure.
but it had the anti-skip protection
Oh yeah,
which was actually decent in a vehicle. And it was like the 60-40 split bench.
Oh, yeah.
And so it would play vertical as well. And so I'd take it and I'd tuck it between the seats and it held it right
Nice.
there and it
Perfect.
never skipped. Had the bass boost option on it so I could hit that.
Ooh, yeah.
And but then you're talking about transmitters, and like I still have transmitters in a couple things.
I know. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and explain this to me.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so if I'm within, I have a transmitter in one of the tractors.
Mm-hmm.
If I am within 300 feet of that, it robs my phone call from my cell phone. But I can't get the TV in the house to connect to Bluetooth half the time when I want
Isn't
it to.
that
And I'm
interesting?
I know.
10 feet away from it.
That's kind of where, like, I've got Bluetooth connected to vehicles and wireless earbuds. And
Yeah.
you walk within a vicinity, the vehicle just takes it.
What earbuds do you got?
Oh, some cheap brand. I don't even know what the
So-
brand name is.
I had Raycons, and I really liked those, but their durability wasn't like super great. Like I was going through them quicker than I thought I should be. I've got a pair in my pocket now. I've got the JBLs now.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
They will, even inside the case, they will come on
That's frustrating.
and they'll rob my phone call like, Jared.
Oh,
And then I'm like, so I'll pop my phone open. I'm like, oh yeah, it stole it. So I switch it back and I'm like, you there? He's like, there you are. Yeah, I heard you, but you weren't. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then later you go to put them in and it's like battery low. I'm like, right, because you've
Well, no
been
kidding,
on in
'cause
my
you've been-
pocket for 6 hours. Like,
Well, that horrible moment when you're talking to somebody on your phone via whatever, and you get into your car
oh yeah.
and you go to
Mhm.
start the car, and then there's that moment where it switches off, and
Yeah.
you think all is lost.
Yeah.
And they probably said something super important.
Probably.
And then you're like, oh yeah, good.
Not good.
It is. Like
It's a
I was telling you about this terrible day I had. And you're like, oh, darn.
Darn.
So you're saying never confess to that I've lost you. I lost you there for 3 seconds.
Now you just agree.
Just-
and keep
just go.
moving. Yeah.
Just go.
Yep. You just go with it like, oh, and when it comes back in, if they're still talking, you go, no kidding.
Oh,
Mm.
And then they just
Yeah.
keep going. They don't think you've ever went anywhere.
good.
And then like in a week or two, and
You
they're,
found out that their
and they're like, hey,
moms died. And,
or like, did you get that thing that you said you were going to order? And you're like, oh, that must have been what you were talking about when the phone cut out. I thought you were just,
that's a hard confession to make at that point. Then that as several days later that you've weren't.
oh, yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I wasn't actually listening to you.
Right.
You just talk so much.
Yeah. Kept waiting for you to get to a point somewhere in there. I thought maybe that
I
was
went
gonna
out and weed eated the yard for a while, came back, you were still talking. You know.
Oh, man.
But yes, technology that has came and gone,
Yeah.
having the phone attached to the wall. Like, so I grew up, not only was it old school phone, but it was phone with a cord attached to the wall. And when
Mhm.
we got the first cordless phone,
Ooh.
That's a big
we
deal.
thought that was cool, except nobody could put it back and then you couldn't find
Yep.
it.
Yep.
But then they had the ones with the pager button that you could hit and it would start beeping from somewhere in the house so you could go find it. I don't know how many people, 20% or less, I bet, of residents have a landline phone now.
Oh,
You
yeah.
suppose?
Yeah.
Maybe less than that.
I would guess even less.
Yeah.
Probably because
I mean, businesses, a lot of them still have landlines,
Yeah.
but I bet a true, like, just individual residents got to be less than, maybe less than 10%.
even for us in studio, we don't have those very, very seldom.
Really?
If we're doing interviews, we're doing it via Teams, through Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So just because the quality's just as good, and usually you can. Now, I got hung up on that a couple times. I remember one time I was trying to talk to the governor's office, and I would call them, and then they would transfer him to wherever he was, the governor's toilet or whatever, and I would lose him, and then we'd have to
Yeah.
start the whole process over
Yeah.
again. So
But to me, it's nothing like driving in a loud tractor with the radio already loud, with the phone interview where the interviewer is extremely loud and you're trying to hear the other side of the quieter phone
Yeah.
over the phone conversation
Oh, yeah.
already through a sketchy speaker system that's muffled by a phone.
Oh, yeah. That's
I could
super
hear the
great.
questions really good. I could not hear your answers very well.
Yeah, yeah. You were the governor's toilet. But you have probably been in a house though. Do you remember that? Like phone in the bathroom. Like
Mhm.
I'm trying to think
Yes.
whose house it was, but somebody from my past, like they had a phone on the wall in the bathroom.
No kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so this begs the question then, in today's world, if you're in the facilities and the phone rings, do you answer it in there?
Who is calling me?
It depends on that.
If it's my brother, absolutely.
Okay.
And then when he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "In the bathroom."
Okay.
He's like, "All right, well."
All right.
And then he just starts talking. If it was one of you two, no, I'm probably like almost anybody but my brother. I'm probably not answering.
Jared, what do you say on that?
Yeah, it seems like I get a lot of phone calls when I'm getting into the shower or just get done using the bathroom. But yeah, it's nothing. I don't know why that is, but this seems like an oddly high percentage of phone calls happen when they're in the bathroom, and it just depends where I'm at, what I'm doing, I guess.
So you?
No, I'm not answering.
No,
I'm not. I'm
That's
not
good
going
to
do it. And I don't want to talk to anybody that's in the bathroom, governor or not. I don't want to talk to him.
Does it change your opinion if you are public bathroom or?
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't do it in the public bathroom.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just weird.
See, I'd almost be more inclined to do it in the public bathroom just because.
Just to mess with people.
You're like, hello. Now I'm just sitting in here in the bathroom. Just because everybody else is like, what?
Now, wasn't it kind of confusing when Bluetooth earpieces that could do phone conversations first came out, and you're just in the store or something, and you think someone's talking to you? And
I hated that.
Yeah. I answered so many questions that were not for me.
Just not for you.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to let you go. This guy next to me keeps talking to me. Actually, and I'll be honest with you, the flip side of that there's been times you are so used to people just basically talking out loud that I did not realize somebody was specifically talking to me.
True.
And I was just straight ignoring them and like look over at some point and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
I've been paying any attention.
You are actually talking to me. I'm so sorry. I thought you were, whatever, Bluetoothing. So my mistake.
Yeah. That you felt like you were on the radio then. Or they did.
Yeah.
One of the two. You just talking into the ether and nobody was listening.
We have no idea how many people we are talking to right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Zero idea.
You're in your comfort zone, but I never thought about that until we started doing this. Just there's no feedback. So it's hard to say what you're doing is actually landing or worth listening to.
Yeah.
And to think, especially in this sort of media, that it could be anywhere. They could be listening from anywhere. One of the first times I did a football game for 880, and at night that pattern pushes so far, and they said, people from Utah and California can be listening to you right now.
Man. Yeah.
And I'm sure they're very interested
Probably
in
got some
Eustace
sweet
Farnham
fans out there.
versus versus Highline.
Oh yeah.
They
Eustace Farnham versus Highline. That'd be
weird. It would have been a weird mess up. Yeah,
that'd be like one of those generational, like 90s Bulls versus current Warriors and
there
stuff.
You go.
Yeah,
right.
There you go. That would be interesting.
That would be a good alumni game, actually.
Would be.
Yeah. You can even go further up. You have Greenbacks versus Tigers.
The Greenback.
Yeah.
Nice.
Boy, I don't know. That'd have to be half a field and flag at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say that's those the Greenback graduates have
it's
been around for a while.
Probably scooter football now.
Could be
3-minute quarters.
3-minute quarters.
Definitely down to 6-man.
Yeah. Right. Oh, man. Good stuff. We did have, Scott alluded to the fact that it's been super nice here the last few days. We did have a little stretch of like, oh yeah, it's still winter in Nebraska, which we enjoyed immensely because we were looking at some highs that were single digits.
Yeah.
And luckily it froze a water line in the warehouse and caused a tremendous mess.
Oh,
so
nice.
We enjoyed that very much, dealing with a few remnants of getting that taken care of. But other than that, I don't know. It seems like
like the only positive side of that cold is it happened in conjunction with like the worst ice storm this nation has seen, so we missed that. So thankful we just got cold.
in the East Coast is still getting it.
Yeah,
they got more snow today, and they're just getting it's crazy. And like we were kind of talking about before, for wheat, There's been no ground cover.
No, right.
And so there's real concern about winter kill,
Yeah.
right now, because luckily we haven't had a lot of those cold days, but there's no insulation for it.
Yeah.
I do wonder how much like alfalfa too we've winter killed.
Alfalfa would be another thing too.
But-
And it's so dry. Some of the calves I have on stocks, there's been a couple figured out that they're not getting shocked through the ground's so dry. So I'm starting to deal with calf here, calf there, going through the single hot wire, and it's not because the fence is dead or grounded out. It's not hurting them enough.
I'll be darned.
I saw a deal the other day. Like you said, the East Coast was getting dumped on, and they were talking about what maybe DC or something was getting a bunch of snow, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the whole city's practically shut down." And I thought, I wonder how you can tell. Like
there's gridlock and there's gridlock, right?
Just nothing getting done in DC. Like really, nothing at all.
How is that?
Huh. Traffic is at a standstill. No decisions are being made. How bizarre.
Hard to drain the swamp when there's that much snow, though.
Well, when the swamp is froze,
it's hard to drain a frozen swamp.
Look, we're not a political podcast.
No, we're not. You brought this up.
As everybody says right before they get political.
Yeah.
I don't want to make this political. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm going to say something extremely disrespectful.
Allow me to be disrespectful.
No offense.
All due respect.
All due respect to my disrespectfulness.
Which is not much.
Not much.
You are entitled to as much as you have earned.
No offense. No offense.
No offense at all, actually.
Bless your heart.
Well,
bless your heart.
Do you have a buy, sell, burn to the ground?
Oh, I don't.
Do you have one?
Oh, I should have. In the minutes I had to prepare for this, I should have come up with that.
Okay. Well, if nobody,
do you have one?
If nobody else has one, I will.
I was guessing.
All right.
I can work on thinking on one as we go, but if you got one.
Well, I have got one that will be sufficient.
Okay.
I think. Okay. So.
But who's this brought to us by?
Boy, we are rusty.
Wait, don't bring we in.
Boy, Jared is rusty.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, everybody. Today's buy, sell, burn to the ground has been brought to you. Well, it hasn't yet because we haven't even done it, but it's going to be brought to you by. Hey.
Jeez.
All right, we're going to roll this back. Ben.
Hit you with some PB blaster here.
Ben, we are so sorry. Thank you for putting up with your friendly neighborhood podcast. Buy, sell, burn to the ground is being brought to you today by Fits at Ag Works. You're going to find Ben and the good folks at Fits at Ag Works, which I always say that like there's a whole crew of people down there, right. And there probably is, but it might just be Ben. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, he does fantastic work anywhere in the state of Nebraska, really in the Corn Belt, part of the Wheat Belt, maybe the Dairy Belt. And
is there a Dairy Belt?
Well, it used to be like Wisconsin. Yeah,
I just never heard it referenced.
No. Wisconsin, Minnesota, kind of that area. Maybe he gets into the Cotton Belt. I don't even know.
It's in the Land O'Lakes.
In the Land O'Lakes. Yep, that's right. And anyway, it used to be east of Highway 81 in Nebraska, but he's apparently branched out.
We keep pushing it out further.
Oh, absolutely. But he will not do any work in Oregon. So if you're there, I'm sorry, check local listings or whatever. But Ben, for real though, he is an ag leader dealer. He is certified to be in the service and sales aspect of that. And so if you have anything, hey, spring is coming up. It is. It's coming in a hurry, and you're going to need the plant and tractor tuned up or the sprayer tuned up, or your GPS is not working, but it should be. It was when you put it away. It is not now because that's how things happen. So, hey, give Ben a good call. No, Ben's a good guy. Give him a phone call. Scott, you want to take this
over? Wow, we need a music bed to this, and we could have just edited most of that out.
This has been absolutely horrendous ad reading by Jake Fairley tonight.
And here's Write This Down by George Strait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway. Fits at Ag Works. Jared, clearly it's broke. What do we need to do?
Fits it.
My word.
That was you finished with a flourish, though. So I think that's key. And
something.
Ben do we have contact information for Ben?
You can just Google that.
Okay.
And there probably is, actually.
Sorry.
Now that you bring that up.
Has he got a website or something, maybe?
He does. I know he's got a Facebook page.
Okay,
you can
go to Fix It.
Yeah, Fits.
Fits.
Yep, FITZ, Fits because his last name's Fitzwater.
Oh, nice.
Yep, Ben. Fitz at AgWorks. Jared, are you all right?
Fits at AgWorks. Just Google it. You'll find
Hey,
it there.
Look it up. Look, I got a phone number for him, but it's probably his personal number. And so I haven't been, you call 555-555-5555 agworks.com.
We want to thank Ben for sponsoring this portion of the Farmer Tan broadcast.
Absolutely. And it has been great working with him in the past. We're probably done now.
This could be over. It's nice working.
Jared really can't even keep it together right now.
I think Jared sold this to Ben, and so right now he's seeing that fall apart.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like our first show ever.
Really,
going
kind
on
of is
right now. And so,
Man.
Ben,
anyway,
good job, Ben.
thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. All right. Very good. Very good. He got a lot of airplay out of that.
He did.
A lot of
that
miles.
was it. There was a lot of
miles.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Not
right.
above average.
There you go.
B minus.
B plus for sure. Ben's a B plus guy.
Well, Ben is for sure.
Ben-
Oh, you're
That's
talking
A
about
plus.
the ability of how we did that?
Ad read was.
Oh, that's a
It's
D.
not B
That's a
minus.
D.
no. That's
Yeah.
D.
D for degree. Here we go.
That was good.
Yeah, it was something. All right. Buy, sell, burn to the ground. Hopefully you're familiar with it from the last time because clearly I cannot articulate this evening.
We'll just go with it.
We'll just go with it. We used to listen to a lot of the Nate Land podcast. We don't anymore because they no longer exist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now it is the Public Figures podcast, which is everybody except Nate Bargatze. And so it's
Big
still,
time to.
yeah, still pretty good.
Nate.
But boy, he used to stumble through stuff. And
That was great. Yeah.
I used to wonder if they did it for comedic value, but I think sometimes it's just legit.
I think it is.
And you're in radio, some days.
There are just some days that the words aren't coming out, and it's just like, really,
And your brain is thinking
somewhere
maybe, or it's thinking faster than your mouth can react to it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
anyway,
Weather forecasts, that happens a lot.
your weather forecast for this evening
it's-
is mostly dark, becoming
Right.
partially light towards morning.
Exactly. When you run into the freezing fog that turns into freezing
Yeah.
frogs,
I guess
freezing frogs before 4, that's
If it's close enough,
before 4.
yeah. If it's close enough to freeze fog, it'd freeze frogs.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And it works on the iguanas in Florida,
Yeah.
right?
absolutely.
Falling out of the sky.
Absolutely. Would you sometime when you do the weather,
Sure.
will you just say it's going to snow until it's done snowing
Sure.
and then it'll be done snowing until it starts snowing again?
Okay. I got it. I'm on that. That's not real far away from a lot of the forecasts that we have anyway. So,
It's going to rain unless it doesn't.
yes.
See you back here at 10.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know if it rained.
We'll know more tomorrow.
Right. No more after this. Dave Thoreau used to say that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'd come on and say, we'll let you know.
We'll let
We'll
you know. 60% chance of rain. We'll let you know.
80% chance that it's not going to rain.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna rain. That's
What are we
That's
doing?
140% chance.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Here we go.
Yes. Okay. So what are we doing?
Buy, sell, burn to the ground. Because this is sort of how we like to do it, we are going to force you to pick the best miserable outcome.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're good at.
The most best miserable outcome.
Yes.
Like, you got to buy the one you hate the least.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
going to hate all of this. What do you hate the
I got
least?
it. Okay, got
All
it.
right. And we're going to revolve this a bit around technology, although not maybe like you're thinking. Okay. So our 3 items that you were buying, selling, and burning to the ground are the cell phone. Now, think of it somewhat in being tethered to a communication device. Like there is a lot of stuff that you can do on a cell phone that has no phone capabilities, right? Like Spotify or YouTube. But I am talking specifically about having a communication device with you at all time. Okay. So cell phone in that capacity, the microwave oven, and the wash machine.
I don't hate any of these.
Indoor.
Okay.
Indoor washing machine?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
There
We have outdoor
I
ones?
didn't go outdoor.
Yeah.
That was not a direction I was going.
There may be listeners that had outdoor at one. You don't remember like a wash house?
Yeah, well, No,
I mean, not that you had one.
no, I don't.
Probably just went down to the creek and beat your shirt on
I
a
was gonna
rock.
say I could
but-
probably wash mine on my abs, but I don't.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Had to happen.
This portion of the Parker Tan podcast has been brought to you by Tall Tales. No, okay, but seriously,
Wishful thinking.
not that you don't hate any of these, but which one would you hate to live without
Oh,
the most?
Okay.
I guess maybe I
Okay,
did.
So we have to live
Without-
without these things.
Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
so you're buying the thing like, oh, I'm absolutely keeping that, but the opposite end of that spectrum is
Okay.
you do have to get rid of one of those things. Now,
Oh, I see.
no surprise to anybody, I teed that up horribly because that seems to be how we're operating today.
Okay, so basically the one we only get to keep one. That's the one we buy, and the other two are getting sold and
Bird to the
Basically.
ground.
burned to the
yeah.
So the burn to ground's never coming back. This is how we might get back.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it, or maybe you have a friend that has it and you can borrow it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little bit. All right, play it however you want.
Okay.
I'm over it. I'm leaving. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
I already forgot the middle one. Washing machine, cell phone, and
Microwave oven,
microwave oven. Okay.
which I don't think anybody puts the oven part on that anymore. But I
No,
thought
probably
it
not.
sounded
Microwave.
nostalgic.
It
If
did. I liked it.
Okay.
You could say convention oven even then. Go way back.
Mm.
Convection.
Convection oven. Yeah.
a conventional oven.
Conventional.
Conventional convection oven.
Oh, I like
Yes,
that.
That's
Yes.
nice. Are you starting us off?
Sure. I'll buy
Somebody needs
cell
to do-
phone just because,
You're buying it?
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's just become such a part of how we operate today, I guess. I mean, all the Bluetooth stuff I listen to, podcasts, plus the communication part. Like, now we don't have the other modes of communication we kind of used to use. So it's, yeah, I think that's probably the one I'm going to buy. Probably I'll sell the microwave. I could easily live without that. And wait a second. No, I want to burn microwave to the ground. I think
Okay.
I can live without that the easiest.
Right.
Sell the washing machine
All right. Now, I'm curious.
because I don't suffer when my clothes don't get washed. Just everybody else.
Everybody else does.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. What your contingency plan was when you did not have access to a
Pasture
washer.
pond and my abs.
Your abs. His abs. We're all going to be using Jared's abs eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
A nickel a load.
There you go. There you go. You heard it. Heard it here first. All right.
Could you look
Wish
any
I-
more
wish I would,
disgusted right now?
Wish I wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about having to. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I am. Hmm.
All right. Here we go. You got one, or you need to wait a minute?
I want to. I want to be that guy that burns my cell phone to the ground. I
Mm.
want to
It
be
sounds
that.
nice.
Of those three, that's the most evil.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
The other
Yeah.
two do good, especially I think the washing machine. But the cell phone, to me, there's a lot of. I'm going to burn it to the ground. I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I can't do what I do now. I can't be on the radio without. I can't do that
Mhm.
without a cell phone. So
Sure.
that's my problem. But this is a 1-2, so
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of it.
I like it.
So I'm going to. We can build a fire and cook food without a microwave.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even have to be that drastic. You can put it in the
An
oven.
I can have a hot plate.
That runs on electricity.
Yes, electric skillet.
But you could cook over a wood fire grill
Oh, yeah.
if you want.
Could.
Bonus points if you do, actually.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Sure.
I'll try.
Mhm.
So I'm going to buy the washing machine.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the washing
Interesting.
machine.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of go opposite. You don't need it, but I think, I told you I was watching Alone with these guys that they
Oh,
go
yeah.
and spend their time out. I was watching it alone, and
At
and-
home.
at home alone, watching Alone.
Alone.
Wow.
But
That's a lot.
one of the things they always they're eating, bugs and stuff
Oh.
like that. They don't have a cell phone, but what they always want is to want to be able to wash their clothes and feel better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
I
That
like
says something about society today that our form of entertainment is the way that Can you imagine people that actually survive for a living?
Yeah.
Like, really, they're watching people survive as a form of
Oh, well, that's true.
entertainment.
That is true.
Right?
You're not wrong. And this is the 11th season.
Like people on the Oregon Trail are like, seriously?
Yeah.
They're at a point where they're entertaining is just watching people survive.
Right.
Yeah.
It
They
is
are-
entertaining, but
They're all getting
sure.
dysentery anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The
And
Oregon
then
Trail.
it's got to the point where not only are people trying to survive, but then maybe it is not like hard enough. So maybe we Hollywood that up a bit
Right.
as well. So like Mountain Men or Take Your Point,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes you wonder like,
Survivor Man.
yeah, all that stuff that you're like, I mean, but
Yeah.
are you?
there's like, or Bear Grylls, like day 2 in the desert. He's just taking it to the most extreme survival.
Right.
Mode. I'm like, you're not there yet. You don't need to do this.
Go
Right.
sit under that tree for a little
Yes,
bit. You're going to be okay, Bear.
Yeah.
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 But yeah.
But he like going to the most extreme. Like, I need to make a still to distill water. And like, no, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
For another day
Ask
or
your
two.
camera guy if he's got a glass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
go get a glass. He's over there drinking Chardonnay.
Yeah, you're probably
Right.
in an air conditioned tent.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I am going to agree. I am going to agree with you. I don't know if I would absolutely willingly give up the cell phone, especially in the world that we're living in currently. But if it was forcefully taken away from us, I think in the end I would enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And I'm going to go one more farther, and I'm going to say this carefully because I don't mean it in a bad way, but it is impossible to ever just be away now. You are on call 24/7,
Mhm.
but not just to family or not just to friends or not just to customers or not to everybody.
Mhm.
You are on call to everybody all the time. Most people do a good job about respecting that. The instant communication is nice. I do like text messages. When text messaging, do you remember a time, Jared, before text messages?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think when we were getting into high school, it was kind of you had so many text messages, or you had to
Right.
pay
Then
for
you
each
have-
one.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when Aaron and I got married, you could add that plan, and we're like, we're not paying for text messages. And then at some point, you got like whatever it was, 50 free ones a
Yeah.
month or
Mhm.
something. And we're like, oh, use those carefully. And I was like, I'm never going to text anybody. If I got to talk to them, I'll call them and talk to them. Now I'm like, I feel like that could be handled in a text. Like, why did you call me about this?
Yeah.
And so that part is nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've talked about that before, Jared, which
Yeah.
is why I'm always careful to not call you unless, like, I just need extra clarification.
Just when he's in the
So
bathroom.
it's like
You're right.
yeah. But to me, it's kind of like I need to talk to you, but I don't need to interrupt your day.
Right.
That's where I think texts are really good, or limited service where we are.
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
get a text out on one bar where phone call
Yes.
is touch and go. So
Yep.
that's where I think text messaging really shines. Is I don't need to make you stop what you're doing for 15 minutes to answer my question. I'm
Right.
just going to shoot a text. You get back to me when it works for you.
Yep. Agreed.
But I think just a corollary on that, because I think that whereas I've started to see with my family and my kids is that the call is more for entertainment now instead of just the text, which is maybe it's information, maybe it's this. But if I want to see how they're doing, I want to talk to them about how life is, or just tell a joke, that's the call is better off.
Sure.
And I think that's
yeah.
I think
For
that's
sure.
the nice thing about that
'Cause you
call.
Cannot communicate tone through a text.
You cannot, and
You can easily read into a text.
Wrong.
Oh, yeah. There needs to be different fonts that are universally recognized for tone.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like if it's in italics.
Italics.
just say capital. If just say all capital, it'd be
Grazie.
fine.
But that already is. Like all
That's-
capitals
should be.
understood. But
It should be.
but it is understood as shouting,
Yeah,
right?
And we
Yeah.
get carried away with exclamation points. If you actually read a lot of text as they were written with all exclamation points, you're like, man, we're just really getting carried away here.
But you put it in italics,
Mhm.
that is being sarcastic.
Oh.
Right? I mean, it's not, but that's how it should be recognized.
Oh,
Right? You see what I'm saying?
okay.
To me, it'd be like saying in a soft tone. Hush, hush on this.
Well,
Hmm.
you're wrong.
Okay.
If you...
Is that in
Be
italics?
parentheses.
No, that's 3 exclamation
That's bold.
points. Well, and maybe bold is like Well, I don't know. That seems aggressive, right?
A little bit.
Like to text.
You know what I always say? If you're going to text, be aggressive.
Be aggressive. There's no defensive driving and texting, all right? Be the aggressor.
Absolutely.
Take charge.
Absolutely. We do not condone texting and driving to check local listings.
Doing both aggressive.
Yeah, but be aggressive at both of them. Not at the same time specific. I mean, unless you want to. I don't care. I'm not your dad. Do what you want. So, but we are not banning all communication with the end of the cell phone. So I am
Okay, I see what you're saying.
right. So I'm perfectly fine with landline.
You're both more nuanced than I am. I took that
Just-
very simplistic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like where you're both going with this, though.
Yeah. So I'm
We survived before cell phones.
right. And so that's what I'm saying. You can still write a letter. Well,
Yes.
actually, for that matter, for the sake of this argument, we didn't even ban email. So email is still there. You just don't have a phone in your pocket. So if you're going to email, you got to go to your computer that's at your desk. And if you're going to talk on the phone, it's still tied to the wall in some fashion.
Okay.
I'm burning that one to the ground. I could survive without. In fact, I would probably be in the long run better off without it anyway. But in today's day and age, like you said, it's hard to put that back in the box. Like it would be hard for us to function.
Sure.
So much of what we do is, tied to that. So, but that's what I would do.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. I
It
think
is.
that's unfortunate.
It is. A close second to burning to the ground is going to be the microwave, only because I'm pretty sure the microwave is a foul machine that's giving us all radiation and cancer and that sort of thing. So it's leaking microplastics out of our plastic cookware and it's doing all sorts of stuff. And so actually I might, for the first time ever in buy, sell, burn to the ground history, I may burn two things to the ground.
Well, that's not the case.
I don't know if that's legal.
That's not legal.
We're going to have to check the rules on that. Judges? No, can't do it. Sorry.
yeah.
You're going to have to, you can't burn two things to the ground.
Really?
Now, I mean, if you sell it, the next person could burn it to the ground. So maybe you can make it, you can make a little,
Oh,
could be an agreement there.
We
Really?
have to do a trade.
doing a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make an agreement.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we'll see. I'm going to sell it, but I'm not happy about that.
All right.
And I'm probably not going to use it.
Well, take the money you get from selling it and burn the money.
No, we're not that crazy.
Oh, okay.
But on a serious note, I could absolutely live with no microwave. In fact, there's actually times I choose to heat stuff up on the stove rather than use the microwave.
Sure.
Because frankly, it does a little bit better job, right? Like,
About time.
it's
It is. It is. But
Jared likes to cook aggressive.
he cooks aggressive too. Man, there's a lot of it with all kinds of exclamation points and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But
He cooks in
Why take
italics.
6 hours to do a pot roast when you can do it in just 5 minutes?
Hold on. You're
it's going to take you
just chew
6
on it.
hours to eat it.
Are you
Yeah.
microwaving a pot roast?
Just shove a stick in it and gnaw on that the rest of the day. Here we go. Back to work.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you text aggressively. You also cook your pot roast.
Can't
in the
talk right
microwave.
now. I'm chewing on my roast. Send a text.
Oh yeah, right. Because it's like eating
That's
a
true.
boot.
That's true.
Oh,
I need the rest of the night for this.
oh my goodness. But I do because sometimes you throw it in the microwave, it absolutely fries the edges.
Oh, yeah.
Center is cold.
It's not the best.
No, it's not. But it's hard to make microwave popcorn in the oven. So
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta. But you can make it stovetop. So don't jump on me for that.
Yeah. I think another good example of that is the well-respected but underappreciated hot dog.
Oh yeah.
A hot dog in boiling water
absolutely.
is better than a hot dog from a
Ooh,
microwave.
I agree
Whoa.
1,000%.
Oh, now.
You
1,000.
You got
I
to
mean, all the
the
ways
hot
you
dog
could
water.
cook a hot dog,
1,050.
boil it. Like, why not broil it top rack of the oven?
You could.
You could.
Absolutely.
Why not grill it?
You could do that.
And I
too.
would take a microwave one over a boiled one.
No,
Okay.
absolutely. You are wrong again.
You know-
That's twice tonight.
This is
Third time and you're out. Yeah. Oh yeah. We
and he was completely opposite of us on this whole thing. This whole
this
Yeah.
now hold
You
up.
guys are living
But
in an
he did-
idealistic world. I'm trying to keep
okay,
the
not
real world here.
because I went more with want
Yeah.
than
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
and this portion has been opinion,
sure.
but he's wrong about
He's
the hot
wrong.
dog.
I mean, yeah, the hot dog
Absolutely.
in the hot dog water has so
Ugh.
many uses afterwards.
Sure. Make
Sure.
your macaroni and cheese in it.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you ever had a nice
Boil an egg.
You could.
Sure.
Yeah. Use it as a brine to pickle
Maybe.
something.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever had a nice cold glass of hot dog water?
Fresh.
Have you?
I've
Because that explain a lot of what's going on during this podcast.
I about got the gagger just saying that.
That's awful.
But on a serious note, I don't think my beautiful wife had ever had a hot dog cooked that way until I did it. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Boiling a hot dog.
I'm like, "I'm fixing to boil this hot dog."
It takes longer for one.
But see, when I grew up,
Not
my
if you got turbo boil. Not if you boil aggressively.
aggressive boil,
Well,
My-
don't watch the pot.
my dad had a little concession stand that he would take to. It was a 19-foot, probably not that, travel trailer that we converted into a concession stand, and he would take it to farm sales and auctions,
Oh, yeah.
and that's how we made the hot dogs.
Yeah.
And see, I
Absolutely.
understand
That was awesome.
that because that would be the quickest way to
Sure.
cook a lot of hot dogs. But when you're just doing a few, why would you choose the boiling method?
For the beauty of the game,
Like,
Oh, absolutely.
for the love of the game.
Sure.
no one looks at the British at boiling meat and like, yeah, that's the way to do it. But
Well,
you're going to try to sell me that that's the way to cook a hot dog?
Some people would argue that hot dogs aren't meat.
I was going to say there's question as to whether you don't see the hot dog on the new Maha pyramid anywhere. So that's not
All
coming
right.
in there.
Real quick though.
Yes, sir.
Are we let's rank we need to rank hot dogs quick.
Oh,
Okay.
Not
Okay.
this is not variety. This is not brand. This
Oh.
is by cooking method. Okay?
all right.
Okay.
So I'm going to put ideally I am probably putting the grill
Sure.
Yeah.
at the top.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm
Yep.
with you. I'm
All
with
right.
you on that.
All right.
I'm
A little burnt.
Yeah.
yeah,
little char.
or even a decent amount.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
Mm.
I don't want to go past 50-50, but
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good to there for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to put like the weenie roast hot dog
Yeah,
on
I
a
was
stick
gonna
over
say.
the fire second
Yeah.
to the grill.
Yep.
Only because of somewhat of time.
It could go badly.
Yeah.
It could go really well.
Could.
And
It's
usually,
all about your patience level.
Right.
which
Mhm.
that's
Which
what,
hasn't been good for me.
yeah, that'll get me.
Get
as well.
yourself a Cobb scoop. Boy.
Oh yeah.
8
I
of them at a
suppose.
time right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Yeah.
And then you bought hot dog buns that came in a different number of the package.
Yes.
Like, why do they do that?
Making a mockery of the whole thing.
Anyway.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put roller dog third, like truck stop roller
I don't
dog.
think I've
Nope.
ever had one.
No.
Okay,
'Cause-
hold up. You've never had one.
What?
No.
All right.
What?
Turn in the chain off your wallet.
There's better things to get at a gas station than a roller dog.
Boy, I don't know.
I
about
think
that.
that's the third time. I think.
I know. I think
Well,
you
no,
would-
you agree with him. You don't like it either.
No, I don't like it, but I've never not eaten it.
Like what?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you rather get a Tilke sandwich than a roller dog?
No,
I don't think so.
that is the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
I think I'd rather eat a bag of chips and a ho-ho than
yes, that's the two things that go with the roller dog.
I'm saying in replacement.
no,
Mm.
roller dog, bag of chips, ho
I'm
ho.
gonna have to go
Mountain Dew.
somewhere where I get a phone call if I eat all that.
Well, and
to jail.
if it's a now,
Oh,
listen, if it is a red hot dog on the roller thing,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Hmm.
Then for more, if it's a brown one, I might look somewhere else. But if it's a red one, I'm in.
I do love a roller dog. All right, roller dog.
Okay.
I am going to put, and this one's tough because they're maybe made the same potentially, but I am going to put boiled at home hot dog next, which we know how Jared feels about that.
We're
Okay.
boiling hot dogs next time.
Oh,
we
yeah.
come here.
And then we're going to make the coffee with the leftover.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Hmm.
And Jared's, he about lost it all.
About to turn tables here.
Foster's over here. Okay, so, and then I'm going to follow that up with concession stand hot dog.
Oh, that's good. I thought you weren't thinking about that. That's easily over boiled hot dog.
They're probably made the same way.
Yeah, but you're definitely more hungry.
All right, here's the thing.
Concession stand
I could be convinced either way. Concession stand hot dog because of the atmosphere it's served in. I would,
okay.
I
Yeah,
would be.
That's why I'm accounting.
I would be willing to move that up the ladder only because of like atmosphere.
Okay.
But I do like a good concession stand hot dog.
Okay.
I mean, ball game, farm sale. Don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm down.
For as much as he's talking
Fall
about boiled
festival.
hot dog, this is coming in second to last still.
How do you know I'm second to last?
What else is there?
That's the
Mic-
order you've gone in. Oh, well, microwave is
microwave.
last.
I know you're putting that last, but what
Yeah.
else you got?
Cold. Cold hot dog.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, my boys do.
What?
I seriously watched, I think it's Tanner. He ate 5 in
What?
a row cold hot dogs in one sitting. He just kept going to the fridge and getting another one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was Aaron around anywhere? for
Yeah.
this?
We were both like, are you
Well-
seeing that?
Okay. And then it was like, let's see how many he'll do.
Yes.
5.
Yes. Because for the history of time, I have used hot dogs to explain the law of diminishing returns.
Okay.
One hot dog, fantastic.
Yes.
So good, you want a second one. So you get a second one. And you're like,
Yeah.
that was still pretty good. And I was pretty hungry. But you have that, like, maybe I'll get a third hot dog.
Yeah, that's
You get the gaggers before you're done
Sure.
with the third. He ate 5 cold ones.
5
That's
cold ones.
amazing.
Wow. For real.
Good to be young. Good
So-
to be young.
And then I don't know. There's probably some form of hot dog soup or casserole or something terrible. But
When you cut up the hot dogs, you can put them in the macaroni and cheese.
I do not like that.
No, I don't either.
I'd probably take that over boiled though.
No.
Boy, you just
And
have
beans,
it.
hot dog and beans. I'd take that over boiled.
Hot dog in the beans or just hot dog and beans?
Beanie Weenies?
Either
Are
way.
we talking Beanie Weenies? Because Beanie Weenies are great.
No.
No?
See, boiled hot dog is so far from the bottom. It can't even see the bottom.
All right, where's
So-
Little Smokies fitting into this? Big
Oh.
wrap Little Smokies.
Hold on. Listen, we are right before
hold
their
up.
Super Bowl. You can't,
Hold up.
Little Smokies. Those are-
That's an entirely different food.
That's
we're
it.
talking
It is.
about.
I don't-
Okay, pigs in a blanket.
Oh, terrible. Hate it.
Okay.
What? Really?
yeah.
Oh,
Love
I'm a
those
big fan.
things.
No.
Croissant, like Pillsbury croissant.
yeah.
rolls. Oh, yeah.
I love croissants and I love hot dogs, but you wrap them together, you just will throw that out to
Corn
the cat.
dogs. Where are we at on corn dogs?
I do like corn dogs.
Corn
Yeah.
dogs are pretty good.
I
But
saw something.
typically, the quality of the hot dog in the corn dog is
Yeah,
pretty
you're
bad.
right. It
It's
is
not a
bad.
good hot dog.
Let's say it's a Fairbury
Yeah.
Tomboy.
Doctor, that would be great. But
So,
it's never that.
I saw
nice.
something
That's
I
above
really
board.
want to try. Someone, they get the big dill, cored it out, put a hot dog in it, and then made a corn
Oh
dog.
my gosh.
I don't hate that one.
That sounds awesome to
I
me.
can't do pickles. So
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I can't. I know.
I'm going to put street vendor hot dog in there too somewhere.
Yeah.
If you haven't,
I haven't
tried
had
them-
one. but
Up a ways.
They look good.
Yeah.
They look good
I
on
have
video.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've not. I don't know that I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I kind of want to try this, that, Chicago dog
No,
Sure.
and like New York and Seattle. I
Well,
went-
Nathan's doesn't exist anymore. Somebody bought
Oh,
them out.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody
no.
bought out
No,
Nathan's.
they
That
went
was a-
bankrupt because Joey Chestnut ate so many.
I bet that's right.
Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Who
Them
bought
two.
them? Who bought them out?
I can't remember who bought them out.
Hebrew National?
No, I don't think so. I think
You
it was
never
like
know.
Hormel or something.
Oh,
like that.
no.
I don't
Oscar
know. I'm guessing.
Man.
Obviously, Polish dog is different than hot dog.
Yeah,
Boy, we're
I'm
going
fan.
down a rabbit hole here
Hey.
because we're running into Polska kielbasa.
No. It's all different, and I understand that. But boy, it's good too. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I needed to say.
Man, none of us have had supper, have we?
No.
yeah.
And actually, all right, here we're gonna go here too. So, and if you're keeping score at home, pretty much we have got to just eat your hot dog however you like it. It doesn't
Yes.
matter.
Well, that's right, yeah.
That's
If you're eating it, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
But if you're making it for multiple people, then
Boy,
feel
but-
free to debate.
Sure, absolutely. Corn dog, love it, but that's
But you're right. The quality they throw in there is pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there. It bears my name, but Foster Farms corn dogs. The hot dog is not
no.
Oh, man.
too small.
From
Too bad.
from
They're good though.
Well,
I mean, I'll still eat it.
from
But
store bought corn dogs like the State Fair brand corn dogs. Those are not too bad.
right now, yeah.
And if you, okay, this is completely against everything that we've been against so far, but if you have like an air fryer, like corn dog in the air fryer is
I
not
don't think
bad.
I don't think I've done that.
It takes
That would be-
it takes a while, but it is way better than microwave corn
Not bad,
dogs,
So,
Oh, sure.
and it is a lot less greasy
yeah.
and time consuming than like deep fried corn dog. But you know what? Everybody talks about updating their kitchen and wanting to have like a griddle or something,
Mhm.
and I want one of those. But I think I'd put a built-in big old fry daddy in that bad boy.
Deep fat fryer right there.
Absolutely. I'm just
What,
making
that
everything.
conversation really transitions well into KRVN celebrated 75 years here recently, right?
Yes,
Hey,
yes, it
Real
does.
quick.
Oh,
Real
go ahead.
quick time out.
Okay.
I am buying a wash machine because I like clean clothes.
So we got
Oh, okay.
We
got
never got
two
that.
So, I thought-
buying
yeah.
two washing machines,
Yeah.
and so the two of us are buying. We're going to smell good.
Yeah.
We're going to be
You can-
hygienically. Yeah, and he can
You can
call us and tell us what he's doing.
You can rent my washer. All right.
That's nice.
KRVN,
Molly
75
appreciates
years.
that.
What is it? That is the which anniversary would that be?
Is that the diamond?
Is that the
Or is it
diamond?
platinum?
Platinum?
I think it's platinum.
Could be.
Diamond is 50.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
so platinum anniversary. Good job.
Sweet.
You know, it's been really fun to kind of go through some of the history of that place, and we had an open house on Monday, and it was really something. We had tons of people there.
Oh,
And
really?
just tons.
Awesome.
Did you have donuts?
There were cookies.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was in the afternoon
Close.
though, so
You say that like there's a bad time
You're
to
right.
have a donut.
you're right.
All right, go ahead.
But I was really blown away. I just I don't think there's a lot of radio stations that could do something like that. First of all, there's not a lot of radio stations that have stuck with their format and their mission for 75 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, but to have 200 people come to this thing and was just, because for so many people, KRVN is family.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure
I mean,
it is.
they've been with them since they were 1010 KRVN, and that's the old statement of, I talked to a couple people who said Dad took the knob off the radio. We could not change the station
Oh,
if we wanted to. And
Rip off the knob and
That's
beat
right.
on the dash.
that's right, just like you say. So it was really neat. But that whole idea of we need a radio station around here that'll give us weather, that'll give us markets and things like that we can't get right
Mhm.
now. And so a bunch of farmers and farmer organizations got together and say, let's do a radio station.
Yeah.
It's really pretty cool. And so we are still today the only farmer and rancher owned station in the nation,
Wow.
which is kind of cool.
That's pretty neat.
That is cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty awesome. And it was fun to kind of go through some of the history. I got some old recordings from back in the day. We used our
Oh, man.
old sounders from,
Yeah.
those old things. And
Mhm.
Some of the old Caribbean like jingles and
Yes.
bits.
Oh, yeah.
They were so good.
Yeah.
It's like a page right out of childhood.
it really is.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I used those and I had fun with it. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And to be part of that, and, to be the morning guy now, and I'm the program director there now. And so it's just really kind of a special thing.
I think we take for granted just how solid KRVN's been in a day and age where radio stations are dying and getting bought out and conglomerated. Like KRVN has expanded.
Yeah.
It's growing up, it was just the river and 880, and now there's
Mhm.
Cami as well. And
Well, and now we have 16 stations.
yeah, exactly. So,
Scottsbluff, York,
and
West
it's
Point.
more locations.
York.
So
Yeah.
I
Farmer
listen to-
Tan podcast.
listen to
Just couldn't
Cami a
get
lot
on.
if we'd ever get over there.
Yeah,
That was pretty aggressive.
that's how it works.
Need it done. That's how I text and drive.
But,
Text, pause, and
Oh yeah.
And drive. Keep that pause is
Yeah.
important. But no, so it's kind of fun, and it's got to talk to Dave Thorell and Don Colvin
Oh,
and
yeah.
Dewey Nelson and
oh yeah,
those guys, and got to see Joe Gangwish came in, and Dwight. You guys, I don't know if you remember Dwight Lane, Night
Yeah.
Train Lane, but he was
That's awesome.
he's been retired for a couple of years, still a big baritone voice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the best. It's
Yeah.
the best. So yeah.
So you had asked if anybody had a KRVN
Yes.
story, and so very, very short story. But I did not know. So I moved out here, and we're 30 minutes from Lexington, which is where KRVN
Yep.
headquarters is. I did not know until I moved out here in 2006 that KRVN was on all the time.
Hmm.
Like, I didn't know Sports Nightly had a second half to it because where we grew up on the east side of the state,
shut down.
and we've talked about this before, but when you had to throw the switch to cut the power, our KRVN went out.
Mhm.
And so it was about the time the sun went down, you'd hear a pop, and then there was no more KRVN.
Right.
And I was out here, it was maybe harvest time or whatever, and like, well, this is weird. KRVN's still on the radio. And whoever I was saying that to is like, right. I'm like, well, it wasn't where I came from.
It's amazing from your area how many people, though, listen to KRVN and have listened forever. You know, I didn't think about that. I was in Crete, I think it was, and they were going, oh, yeah, we've always listened to KRVN. I'm going, really? Out here? And it's
because
crazy.
I crop scouted in New York and
Mhm.
farm in the shop. KRVN was playing. That
Yep.
kind of blew my mind.
Yep. We could not get the river side. We couldn't get the FM side, obviously. But yeah, 880. And I mean, you know, they had Husker football on. And so
Sure.
if you're listening to a football game, it was on there and,
Sure.
and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, just the amount of time I spent in a tractor with Dave Thorell,
Yep.
you know, on the radio or whatever, it was
Well,
unreal.
For me, the first time I had ever even heard of KRVN, I was down in my first teaching job in Los Animas, Colorado, down in the southeastern part of the state. And I was trying to get the Huskers and couldn't find them. And I'm looking through and all of a sudden, there it comes in, and it was 880 KRVN
Really?
down there. And that was the first time I had heard of KRVN.
And for the younger listeners, obviously you can't see, Scott was like he was tuning on the radio.
Oh, sorry, yes.
That's back when it was a dial. It was not a digital.
Yeah, he wasn't
That's
holding
true.
the seek button.
Yeah. You couldn't just program in the station. You had to actually look for it.
Fish it right, just right.
Oh, right there, right there it is.
Yep.
Hit a
And,
bump and messes it up.
Right,
You
exactly.
about had it walked in.
Yeah.
You hit some and
Oh, that's true.
Or you go under the power lines and
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
yeah,
yes.
they're
changes.
big passes in the air and
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, no.
You know, I remember I was probably 5th grade, 6th grade time. It was winter, or at least winter enough it could snow. And Dad and I were hauling hay. We were hauling big round bales I think we'd bought some from a guy. And so we were hauling a few loads of hay. And I just remember we had one more load to go, and Dad was in the loader tractor, and he parked it, and he was getting back in the truck, and he's like, we better get to go. And Dave says it's snowing in Kearney, or between Lex and Kearney. He's like, it's coming. And so we got that load hauled, got back, got the last one, got it hauled. And I mean, we beat it done by several hours, but it did snow that night.
Yeah.
And quite a little. And I remember that kind of stuff. That
Mhm.
it was cool. But
It is powerful, and it's cool to see. And I think that for us, when we see events like this, we take it pretty seriously. This is, hey, this is kind of a big deal. And for them in 1972, they went from 25,000 watts at 1010
to 1 million watts.
not quite,
Oh,
50,000 watts, which is as big as you can be.
Yeah.
And
which who's the government to tell us
Yeah.
how many watts we can have?
That's right.
What if we want 75,000 watts?
you can't do it
Yeah.
because then you're going to get on top of other stations that are in your same frequency.
How's that our problem?
Yeah.
Well, because it's the fairness doctrine. We used to believe in that.
No.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like a participation trophy.
Yeah.
Look, if I've got 75,000 watts and I'm walking all over your whatever
This is
station,
imperialistic radio.
yeah,
Well,
the man always keeping us down. All right, fine.
Trying
So
to make it-
50,000 is as far as you can go, though.
50,000 is the biggest AM that you can have. 100,000 is the biggest FM. And the river is 100,000.
Nice.
So, all right, silly question. I don't necessarily understand waves like
Sure.
I should, but obviously 100,000 on the FM side is not equivalent to 50,000
because-
on AM.
Because, and you'll notice too, if you go down by Johnson Lake, they have all those towers
Yep.
down there as you're going. The big tall ones are FM towers because FM is line of sight.
Okay.
And eventually it dissipates. AM towers, our AM towers are just to the north of Holdridge, and they're all short, but they bounce. So
Yep.
AM bounces, ground, stratosphere, ground, stratosphere. So if it's cloudy, those babies can go
Oh, yeah.
forever. And it's really something.
Do you think maybe if we got a 75,000 watt, it would poke a hole in the stratosphere?
Yes, it would set the earth on fire. the atmosphere would blow.
That's probably why they don't let us do
That's
it.
probably it.
Well, might be worth it.
Listen,
We could try.
I mean, then people in Hawaii need to hear.
Absolutely.
They probably
Hey,
want to know the
listen.
markets.
I would think. Pineapple market.
Yeah.
I think Eminem said it best when he said FCC won't let me be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me be me.
And then they tried to shut him down on MTV, but it turns out MTV just shut themselves down.
He did. It's one way to do it. Well,
You know what?
don't
We
play.
can't compete with 50,000 watts of
Yeah, that's
AM horsepower. We're going to shut her down.
Yeah.
But I think my Caribbean story, I mean, I got a lot of little ones. I don't know if it's a big one, but I remember the first radio contest I won. Finally got the courage to call in, and it was when Darius Rucker came to Nebraska Land Days, giving away 2 free tickets, and it was what was Hootie and the Blowfish's first #1 song. Someone else called in, got it wrong. I called in about the only one I could remember 2, and he guessed the other one. So
Yeah.
it was Hold My Hand.
hold
yeah.
my
Won him, and it was
hand.
Joe Gangwish, and
Yeah?
like had to pause, and then I could hear. I turned my radio down because I know that's one of the things. Like, hey, turn
Oh,
your
yeah,
radio
you
down.
can't-
You
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
can't get the feedback.
Caller,
so
turn
I
down
could
your
hear the
radio.
delay, and then he's like, "Oh, that's." So I won Darius Rucker tickets. I was
Nice.
really excited. I remember I had to stop on the road because on the top of the hill I was going to lose signal, so I had to sit there while I gave my address and everything. But couldn't find anybody to go with me, so I gave him to my younger brother
Oh,
and his
shoot.
girlfriend.
Really?
They went to the concert.
And so then they got to listen to Darius Rucker ruin
Exactly.
Wagon,
Wheel. I
Oh,
knew that was
boy,
coming
hey,
from
now.
you. I knew Wagon Wheel was going to come up.
yeah,
Hey, when you hear him ruin it in person, that's a whole
Oh,
new level.
really?
Oh, yeah.
He was great as Hootie. I loved Hootie.
oh, like
I
both.
loved Hootie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Darius as Hootie.
I Go Blind.
Oh,
I love those songs.
that's fantastic. But I am
He's
not.
got good country songs.
No,
still.
he doesn't.
Oh yeah, yeah, he does.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad that Caribbean could be a
No,
part of
I
that.
got in the running on a couple of the kind of, you take a winner from each day, and at the end of the week, I
Oh,
got
I
in
see.
a couple of those. Being
qualifiers.
caller number something, and I never won the prize. So that's the only prize I've won on radio. But
You know-
I was pretty excited.
I always tried to win the whatever your hot rod giveaway of the year was. Never
Oh.
had any luck with that. But
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
did have a family member that
Oh, did you?
Aunt Shannon won the Dodge Dakota.
I didn't know she did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know that I knew that.
Yep. The red one.
Huh.
That might have been before me. Then.
Could have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
But so I mean.
Yeah, I sign up for those all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
if you
don't
would
think-
see the number of people that
I
sign
know,
up for
I
those
can't
things
imagine
in
how many.
100 different events. Oh
Right.
my gosh,
Right.
it's crazy. But monogram money is what everybody
Yes.
talks about. That's what
Oh.
it doesn't matter where I go. Why don't you draw my letters for monogram money?
There was a period of time I set alarms on my phone.
Did you?
So like,
Oh, yeah.
listen to Monogram Money, but after a while, I got so disappointed.
Oh, I
that-
know.
I was, yeah, it's just, and you just know, like today, I believe was OCW is what I had.
That's a
And it's
tough
like,
one.
okay, that's all right. That's right. C, that's going to challenge. That's will be a little more W, forget it.
I was gonna, like, there's a lot of Wilsons, Whitecks.
There is,
Yeah, so-
but the combination,
Yeah,
Oscar
that's a tough
Charlie
one.
Whiskey, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So how do you know people aren't just making up a name?
You don't.
Okay.
oh, really?
It's an honor system.
That's
It's the honor
fantastic
system.
information to have
Well,
now.
and
I
mean,
know your
it's-
voice, Jake.
it's not a-
No, this is Oscar Charlie Wilson.
Yes, we
Except you'd
trust
probably
them.
fumble it up.
Yeah, you'd
It's like,
screw
this
it
is
up.
Oscar Sampson Johnson.
You know when things get interesting is when it gets up there and it's like $200, and then we get a little nervous. But I can remember one time it was up to about $200, and I think it was Dirk Christensen was in there, and he spun it, and we were all kind of watching because I think it was the highest it ever been. So I was there was a studio right next to it. You could see in there. I was watching, and he spins it, and the ball bearing flies out.
Oh no!
And so he's on the ground trying to find the ball bearing. I'm dying
That's
laughing.
hilarious.
You know, it's just
keep it
hilarious
in
to watch.
Oh, and it's V. Certainly, there's not too many V's.
There's a,
But I
it's
tell
not-
you, when it gets over $100, I get more excited than when Powerball breaks $1 billion.
it's just
like,
isn't
I'm
it
like,
funny?
oh man,
It's so funny.
And I hate to be the eternal pessimist, but I always figured when I do win monogram money someday, it'll be right after you win $200.
Yeah,
I'll
so
get
it'll be
$8 and like, oh,
$8.
$8.80.
But like I always say, it's for the pride of the game.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
get the bumper sticker.
And if I ever win, I'm calling in. I'm just like, my name is Jared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be loud and proud.
There you go.
And you know what? In my mind right now, the jingle that goes with Monogram Money is playing. I can hear it.
I
Yep.
know it. Oh,
It's
Yeah.
it's iconic, and literally that wheel is the same wheel that they started with.
yeah.
So the
Really?
Monogram Money wheel, which is the same as the original, so it's 70 years old.
Really?
Have you ever spun all three of the same letter?
I have, and there have been times when it's like, like F, U, don't
S.
True.
Frank, Ulysses. That was a close one.
That was close.
Smith. Okay.
But there will be, and here's the interest, and this maybe would be my story, because it was afternoon, and the shootings at one of the schools, the one in Connecticut, Newtown,
Oh, yeah.
had taken place. And we've been watching all of that. And I was doing the afternoon, and Monogram Money came up, and I did it, and I didn't really think about it. And the letters were Y-O-Y. And I didn't really think about it. No winner on that. And somebody called in and said, "You don't get it?" I said, "No." Said, Y-O-Y. Oh, wow.
That is
That's-
pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty profound.
That was heavy. That was
Yeah.
heavy. So, yeah, that was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But it's pretty crazy, and people are so excited
Well,
they're gonna win.
and I'm going to be honest with you. I really thought, maybe keeping with the technology theme, I thought maybe it was computer generated
This is
now,
not.
and you just
Mm-mm.
had the clickety click
Right.
soundtrack.
Yeah, this has just never been that way. And we have in the back now, we have a little skull can that has extra ball bearings
yeah.
in it, just in case somebody loses one. I've never spun one out. I've never done that, but some people get pretty, because everybody has a different way. Some will drop it like it's a roulette wheel, or they'll do different things. But I'm usually by myself, so I'm writing here, so I go left-handed with that.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It was a great hook that they figured out so many years ago.
When did they start that? Do
I
you
think
know?
it was pretty soon
like
into
the
it.
second day type of thing.
I don't know for sure, but
That is awesome.
it was pretty soon. They didn't go $8.80. I
that's
think
what-
they just went $1 up.
So that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, but did they start with $8.80?
I
Like
think
that,
so.
like back in 1923 or whatever.
No,
that
they
was a lot
were.
of money.
It's 51, but still, it was a lot of money. 23.
Well, I mean, we're close.
You're 75 years. Math you're strong with this
Well, math are hard. So, no, it is fun. And, it's interesting. Jared made the comment. So my hometown, little town I grew up in, we also had a radio station. I wonder how common that maybe was for a while. Obviously not every small town had one, but you made the comment, there's just a lot of radio stations getting bought out, or they're joining forces or whatever. And a lot of that is kind of going away. And I know KRVN is growing as well, but
the local part of that, because it's much like a local newspaper. Everybody had a local newspaper, and you don't see that as much anymore.
No.
I think there was a lot of those small, Cammie's 1,000 watts. Okay. So, that's a little local Dawson County. That's all I can get out of that. But so many of these smaller stations, like you talked about, now are owned by Gray Media or, whatever. And
iHeartRadio.
iHeart. And so they're not even getting, the music isn't getting done there. They're getting it sent from them. So if they have news, they maybe will have a little bit of news. Weather probably comes in from somewhere else, so that.
Well, that's how the weather gets here.
Well, yes. Voiced from somewhere else. Sorry, I should have been more specific.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you now.
But it's just like that local thing. I mean, that's what we have to keep it. It has to stay local.
And I'm not a fan of the national morning shows. Like,
No.
There's none of those I really can. So it's nice to have a local, rural morning show that you can just turn on. And
I get tired of the canned pipe
Right.
in. Well, yes, and but just like you said, the hosts are not local. The music selection is not local. It's now the exception to that is like either the Saturday morning.
Country Gold.
Yes.
Yes.
Rowdy
Rowdy.
Eights.
Yep.
Rowdy Eights.
Yeah.
Any of those, and you think
With
back,
the theme of the week.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I got to talk to him the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sorry. I
no, you're good.
bogarted you there for a
No.
little, but we were looking for Christmas shows, and so I had reached out to him to see if he was doing anything with Christmas music and stuff like that, and I got a call, and I thought, who is that? I thought, hey, this is the one and only Rowdy Yates. And I said, oh my gosh, but very nice guy. And he had some stuff, but super, super good guy. But those are fun.
That
Those,
is good to hear.
I like those. And what Kix Brooks
Mm-hmm.
hosted for a while.
Yeah. And it was Alabama's Randy Owens.
Randy Owens.
Terry
Yep.
Clark.
Yep.
Yep.
Who was the country guy in the 90s?
Yeah. There's only one.
There was.
Well,
but, I mean,
there was Crook and Chase. Crook and
Yes.
Chase did, but that's not
that's
who
right.
you're thinking
no,
of.
it was before Crook and Chase. But if you heard, it's on all the TikTok videos and shorts now when they show a square body Chevy and then they're like,
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
John Anderson is number
I'm not
3
sure.
today with or whatever.
The top 40, top 20 countdown.
Yeah, but who did that?
I don't know.
Okay, somebody is-
Casey Kasem's the only one that I can come up with, but that's pop.
right, and I was thinking of that too. And it was country's version of that.
Yeah.
And it was the
Yeah.
top 20 or
Oh,
top
I
See,
love
and
forty.
listening
Crook and
to
Chase
that.
did that for quite a while, but
Yes,
there was
I
somebody before.
Yes, it was the guy before that. And
I should know, but I can't.
Rick was it Rick somebody? Rick James. No.
No,
that's
it wasn't Rick Dees.
Well, Rick Dees.
Rick Dees
but
did
that's
the
not
top 40.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
country.
but that's not who I'm thinking.
He
Maybe it wasn't.
competed with Casey Kasem.
But I mean,
Yeah.
how angry were you when the song you thought was number 1? They're like, at number 3 in that song, you're like, oh, there ain't no 2 better songs than
That's
this
right.
one.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Listen, the top 40 was a huge deal.
Yeah, it was.
It was. I mean, people would stick around,
I
and
would
that's why
tune
they
in
still run it
for
today.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the 80s, they'll still do. Here's Casey Kasem, and it's just
I don't know. Can they find 40 good country songs now?
I don't know.
It's a good point.
Yeah, I went
That's
there.
good.
I went there.
You
No,
did.
no.
You
But
never
honestly,
wrong.
and look, I understand
In
music
the
is
request hour. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
The call it like the drive. So on that side of the state, it was Froggy 98,
Sure.
and so it was the drive at 5.
Yep.
and I know all sorts of stations do their version.
They
of that,
do,
but-
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
remember working
awesome.
summer fall, and I'd come on the river, and I'd call in for one.
Oh, yeah.
You sit there like, oh, I wonder when they're going to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
It was.
It was a big deal. Those were fun, and I'm glad that we are able to, do stuff. For instance, most people that would look at weather that don't live around here, they go, "Oh, this is the most beautiful winter ever."
Mhm.
But for us, it's like, "Oh, it's really, really dry."
Right.
And this is, this isn't. The temperature doesn't tell the whole story,
Mhm.
and so I think that's one of the things that Caribbean is able to do because they're going to talk about that stuff
Yeah.
and what it means.
And like, the local community around here is aware how crop prices are and how
Yes.
weather and drought is affecting. Like, everybody is kind of aware of the situation you're in just from listening to the radio.
Well, and I think that, it was very interesting too when Tyson shut down.
No, I'm sure.
And because it was such a gut punch when we heard it. I remember, and again, it's one of those times, it was 3:00. I was getting ready to leave on a Friday and it hit. And it was like a tornado warning had gone off because Steve White and Paul Perkins and I got on the air right away and we said, this is what we know. This is what's happening. And so, to be able to put that local flavor on, because everybody in the world then reported that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Wall Street Journal called
Yep.
me up and was asking me questions
No
about it.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was everywhere. But to have it right here and say, what does this mean for us here in Lexington? What's it going to look like? What's going to happen? And so it was really interesting to talk about
I'm
some
sure
of that.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you about some of that anyway.
Okay.
So
Sorry. Okay.
No. We'll follow up on that. But you said something in there that spurred another memory. So I remember Aaron and I had not been married long. So it was maybe like 2009.
Okay.
We have a field that was south of the house we were living in at that point, like maybe a half mile or so. And I was ridging corn in that field. We had that front wheel assist Ford and we were ridging with that. And the rows ran east and west and I mean, black. in the West.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. It should not have been black in the West yet. And I mean, it was. And I remember having KRBN on, and at some point they quit playing music. I think I was actually on the Riverside, just quit playing music, and they're like, we're gonna stay with you. Like, this is serious. It's coming. But then I can just hear all, like, the breaking in. You said tornado warning, and I remember all that. I can hear them cutting in, and like, we're gonna up. You can hear the next report from the Weather Service, like printing off.
Wait, that was the very first time I was even on the air. We had bad weather and it's not there anymore, but it would print. You would be reading, National Weather Service out of Hastings is reporting a severe thunderstorm warning for Thurston County. And so you're kind of reading through that, and then you hear the printer going, and you're going, oh crap, there's more, and so. Now it's mostly all on, but there will be times when there will be, and it's
like 6 of them in the listening area. Yeah.
That is the best time to be working on the radio.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's intense, it's scary, but we're making a difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's the best.
It's like, it's here if you're in these towns.
Yep.
If
take
you're
cover
in the path to take cover, and then this one is expiring, but there's a new one that popped up here, and you're just listening for your county, and then if your county gets named, you're kind of listening for the direction where it's at.
What direction?
Yeah.
We had. I remember us one time having. It was Adam Smith and I and Tyler Cavalli were all on there, and all at once, and everything was going on, and one of us was watching social media to see what people were saying. Somebody was watching radar. Somebody was watching something else. I was getting calls in from scouts, or they're chasers.
Yeah.
And so, what are you seeing? I think this was the time Farnham had a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
You remember they had that? What was that a few years ago? Yeah, I'm sure you do. And they just kind of hung around.
Yeah.
They just kind of hung around.
Like 3 of them dropped.
Right.
They're living
and just to go through that that's why I hate this kind of weather too, because weather's boring.
It is. Yeah.
It's like yesterday was kind of fun because we got all that ice there for a while. And so we were telling people, be careful on the roads because the roads are deteriorating. And that's...
And this morning
I'm guessing that... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've always thought how it must feel to be forecasting the weather and say like an 02. And it's dry and there's just not a chance of rain in sight.
Yeah.
It's have just to sit there and be like, it's going to be hot. There is no chance of rain. That's got to be
drive however you want.
Yeah, it's
not gonna.
It's just and but that's
or like the 20% chance 5 days. Well, that's now down to 10.
Yeah,
now it's down.
It's not.
It's not.
It's just not.
Oh man, that would be.
It's frustrating. It is. It's because you feel like somewhat responsible.
Right. That's what I feel like. That's how I would feel. It's like I have no control over it, but
I can't help you. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for real. No, it's crazy. It's just, those things that come back that you remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to ask you, and not that we're still so much in the opening stages of this whole Tyson deal.
Yeah.
But because you work in Lex and you're connected, with the town in that way, like, what are you seeing so far?
Well, I think the thing is, obviously, there's lots of rumors that are out there that just aren't true.
Mm.
For some rumors we were hearing, there's a house for sale on every block. No, there's not. There's just not. Last time I talked to a co-ed guidance counselor in the high school, this would have been about 3 weeks ago, they had lost no kids.
Oh, really?
Good.
None of them have left. So it'll be a year before we really know. I know that Monday before, so it had been the 19th before the official closing, there was a sadness in Lexington.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because when I always came to work, it was the same time that first shift was coming.
Yeah.
So I was always had all these cars I had to wait for and all this. They're not here anymore.
Wow.
And for most part, everybody that we talked to, especially the Hispanic folks that have lived there for a long time, they don't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
We like it here. We want to try to figure out a way to stay here.
Yeah.
So I hope that they do, and I hope that Tyson doesn't hold that town hostage anymore and sell the darn thing. Let's get rid of it, find somebody else who can use it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's their MO.
Right.
They've closed 9 plants over the last 5 years. They've sold 2 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the thing. And of course, it was well publicized in Norfolk. They poured cement down the drains, and that place sits there today.
Wow.
Because they didn't want competition. So, that community made a lot of money for Tyson over the years. And, as city administrator said to me, the bill's due. You enjoyed your time here at this restaurant, but you got to pay the bill.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. It'll change. We probably won't know for a year.
Yeah.
Really, to what it looks like,
2 or 3.
or maybe. But Tyson went through Sperry, New Holland shutting down in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And 1989, then IBP bought it. They were this close to Kawasaki buying it.
Yeah.
And in fact, the city manager was meeting with Kawasaki, got a phone call, said IBP bought the place.
Really?
Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. It's tough. The restaurants, car dealerships, the motels, what's that all going to look like?
And so that's what I was going to say. Obviously, a lot of concern for the workers.
Sure.
Certainly, and not taking anything away from that at all. I think those people that are in the area understand it, but maybe as the ripples go farther and farther out, I don't know if people understand all the other businesses that are going to suffer because of it, because, so many of these people had families and all sorts of stuff. And so, there was a lot of people in town that were in one way or another there because of that. If you have 6 beauty parlors in town, and now, you're looking at losing 3,000 people. That's actually maybe 6,000 people. Well, do you really need those beauty parlors? So that's somebody else's business, or the coffee shop, or like you said,
or the hospitals.
Yes, the school.
Right.
Do you really need all the same teachers? And I mean, some of the best Mexican restaurants, like anywhere not in Mexico.
Yeah.
And just all that stuff. Do you really need the same Walmart and the same Orscheln's? Do you need the extra Casey's? They just, all that
or
stuff.
The Jimmy John's that just opened up a little bit ago. What is that? Right.
So I hope they find a way that they can bring something.
The optimist in me, you're hearing all these businesses around like we just cannot find labor. So the optimist in me is hoping the surrounding communities that have been can pick up some of that labor, and maybe it will not be as catastrophic as some people are thinking. I think that's
I hope so. And I think that, that sort of readjustment, the tough thing is those Tyson jobs are good paying jobs.
Yeah, you're right.
And so for a lot of people, it's going to be a bit of a step back, but I said, heck, if you hear of any Mexican restaurants closing in Lexington, tell them to move to Gothenburg.
Yeah, right.
We need some restaurants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I guess to your point a little bit, from the economic standpoint, like it is going to even if another business comes in or those folks find work in existing businesses, it is going to be a blow economically because of just the dollars and then the related dollars that are going to be leaving because of that.
The tax basis.
Yeah, it's going to be in trouble. Now, you're going to have to learn and adjust to what that new normal is. But if you do bring some manufacturing in of some sort, well, and somebody like Kawasaki, for example, comes in, well, now that does change that. So I don't think all hope is lost by any means. No. It's certainly not the Nebraska way.
No, and
but it is concerning.
It is concerning. It's a new normal, like you said, and there's lots of, the city worked hard to build housing, and there's a lot of housing there now. So somebody comes in, there's housing. There is there's a good welcome center. There's great schools, if they can but it could take a while.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, obviously hoping for the best there, and people will persevere.
They will. They will, and they'll figure out ways.
It does.
Life goes on.
Yep.
It does, and we've seen it happen in a lot of places, but hopefully.
I think probably the thing that was hardest is how short the timeline was from when the news broke, and no one was expecting it. It was 3 months from when the news broke to when it shut down, so it wasn't even really a kind of farewell or transition.
Oh, no.
It was pretty quick.
And we're seeing some legislation in the unicameral right now that would force in the future more time there. They violated several WARN acts with that, because one of the things that was so, I don't know, the workers there were handed a letter, and it was, all of them were in English. So several people, that's not their language.
Yeah.
And so that's a violation of the WARN Act. You're supposed to have it so that people would know. And so it was just kind of tone deaf.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
It was.
And so, but it was fast and nobody knew. I mean, I talked to Senator Ibaugh, talked to the governor, talked to Joe Peplich, the city manager, so we had no idea. No idea. We thought
blindsided.
They were going to make an announcement that we thought they were going to go to one shift and not close.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy.
But
crazy.
not surprising from how packing companies operate. Just...
Well, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah,
altogether.
it is. Yeah, it is. But
Really?
now I see, saw KRVN on the socials today that JBS is planning to go on strike. So,
yep. And then did you see the Tyson's financial story? They made a lot of money last year.
no, well,
Oh, no.
that was the whole reason it
real?
was supposed to be closing.
Bizarre.
They couldn't make money.
All right. I don't
There you
know.
go.
I guess it'll be what it'll be.
They will.
All right. Do you want to do one more?
Sure.
You need
Okay.
to get going, or are you good?
Well,
for a minute?
eventually I've got to, I got to get up in the morning.
Oh, what time you got to get up?
4:30.
Ooh.
Oh,
What time you normally go to bed? Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, we're fine.
What time you normally go to bed?
Not till 9:30. So
We better make it quick. All right. So we're going to do one more segment. We like doing this. This is brought to us by the good folks at Gothenburg Irrigation.
nice.
Joe Richardson and all the folks down there. I know there's a handful of folks down there for sure, because I've been in there before.
Yes.
Mhm.
Not
Because
just Joe working.
Not just Joe,
Yeah.
because I like doing business there, because they're good people.
They
And
are.
we would encourage you to do encourage
So close.
you.
See, we were so
Boy.
close to almost making it.
You were nailing it.
Almost. And he even had, people can't see this, but he even had his phone out with like crib notes or something there. Go ahead.
We would encourage. He's coming apart. We would encourage you to do business with good people, like the good people at Gothenburg Irrigation. Do you think Caravan's hiring?
Yeah, I think we have an overnight janitor's job open if you're looking.
The Farmer 10 podcast might be hiring an ad reader.
My.
We may need to record those ahead of
time?
Yeah, maybe.
This has been the most miserable job I have ever done.
It started so well.
This is what are you looking at?
Okay.
Brought to you see what we did there?
I like that.
All
That's nice.
Brought to you by, you know who brought it. All right.
Yes.
So, in case you're not familiar, we type in a prompt to Google. So we start searching for something, and then we just read whatever is populating.
Okay.
Not always. I actually vet these before.
I was going to say, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I think Google is onto this, because it used to give me entire lists of things, and now it's like, here's a couple, because I think you're playing us. But so we may do a couple rounds. But
Okay.
the first prompt I typed in is there any way?
Okay.
Is there any way to stop spam calls?
Wow.
Yeah.
Does not seem like any good ones that last long.
Phone is pretty good at screening those.
Yeah.
I do appreciate
Yeah.
that.
That's the nice thing about not having landlines.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it used to be kind of cell phones first came out.
Mhm.
You ever got your number, you're just constantly getting
Yep.
barraged.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's pretty good at filtering it. Some come up as
Spam.
potential spam,
Yeah.
which I think's a pig, but pig could be potential spam.
It's true.
It could be.
Yep.
Could be.
And if you struggle with that, call Delete Me, which they're actually not a sponsor of ours, but they are a company. So maybe they can have a good time. I don't know. Okay. Is there any way to get taller? I mean, probably. but
Thankfully, I hit a growth spurt, but there was a time I
old
certainly would have
stretch.
been Googling that.
The dungeon room stretches or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I remember an episode of Andy Griffith that Barney had to meet a height requirement to
Oh, yeah.
stay a deputy, and they had him like in the closet hanging. He had some harness on his neck to kind of
That's right.
stretch him out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about those African women that put all the little rings
Yeah.
on their necks? That
Oh,
probably makes them tall.
That'd make you taller.
I think
What?
so.
Yeah.
Does that make your head taller, or does it push your shoulders down?
Ooh, that's deep. I don't
Is
know.
there any
Google that.
way to reverse cavities?
Hmm.
To answer your question, I don't know. It probably pushes your shoulders down.
I don't know.
But I think if you take all the rings off, your head tips over, right?
I don't know. I'm under
Looks
the
like you're wearing
cavities
a
now. I
dryer
can't-
It does. All right. Is there any way to reverse cavities?
No.
I don't
There
think
isn't.
so. It's
No.
gone. It's gone.
Yeah,
You can repair, but you can't reverse.
That's
There,
exactly
reverse.
right.
Okay.
All right. Is
I
there
like
any
that.
way? This is clearly by somebody who doesn't understand life. Is there any way to get bleach out of clothes?
Well,
No,
no.
because the bleach got the color out.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could.
It's not the bleach hanging around. It's your color
It's-
that
it's
left.
it's the lack of color.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
That is correct. And is there any way to get rid of stretch marks? There probably is, but I don't know what that answer is.
Yeah.
All right. Very
Okay,
good.
I like it. What's another
The
good?
other one is
I was thinking, is there any way to Santa Fe? Because I was thinking of the song, Do You Know the Way to Santa Fe? Never mind.
I don't even know that song.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's really old.
Is that the song that makes you roll a car? Like Elton John or?
No, it didn't.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so. No, I don't think so.
next one. Why is my
That's
Uh-oh.
my.
Why
Giant
is my...
eye twitching?
Ah.
Sometimes
Fair question.
Sometimes we click on them to see what the answer is. That may
Yeah.
be one muscle
That's-
spasm, I
it's a
assume,
spasm,
right? Yeah, so we probably don't.
Does that mean somebody's thinking about you or something? That's the ear ringing.
No, that's your nose.
Ears burning.
No, your nose itching or
Oh.
burning, right? That's somebody thinking about you. Ears ringing is like
Still talks about
tinnitus. Why is my tongue white?
Oh no.
That sounds like a bad idea.
That
That's
does-
a bad thing.
well,
Hey, go to the doctor.
Sounds like thrush.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't need to be on Google. You need to be.
Yeah.
Straight to the doctor.
Yeah,
Do not
absolutely.
pass go.
Or stop eating white out.
Oh yeah.
That do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why is my dog shaking?
Ooh.
Boy,
Because
that-
you taught him how to shake?
Okay.
Would be my guess.
Oh, I'm thinking like
Good boy.
seizure.
Good boy. Or maybe.
or he's cold, or he's scared.
Yeah.
Or he's wet.
Yeah. Scared.
He's
yeah.
wet. He's
Yeah,
doing
that's
the
true.
old,
Oh, he's shaking off.
you know.
Shake it off.
See,
So now that reminds. What is it with dogs? You give them a bath, and after they get shake water all over, why do they need to go find the dirtiest thing and try to roll over on their back? And
oh yeah. If you want the scientific reason, I have actually heard before it's because a dog is naturally a predator. And
Yeah.
So they don't want to cover up the
Yes.
they're covering up the scent.
And so they are trying to smell like their surroundings.
Well,
Oh.
we had pugs, and there's nothing predatory about it.
I believe that. I
There
believe
really
that.
isn't.
There is not.
The only
They are
thing-
a lot of fun,
No.
but there is nothing
not
predatory about them.
All right. Yeah.
There
I
is
believe
no rabbit looked at a pug and be like, "Yeah, I need to worry." About
I
that
I need to get right out of
thing."
here.
Yeah,
All right. That's
can
probably
you hear him wheezing from a mile away?
Oh yeah, or snorting. Did
Yeah.
they do that too? They
Oh,
kinda, oh yeah.
Chasing too many parked cars.
That's right.
I mean, yeah. I like this one. Why is my husband yelling at me? I feel
Oh.
like you either know the answer to that
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
I don't know.
or to yell back.
Well, yeah.
That's really that's the answer.
Yelling at you. Like a Tarzan yell, that would be weird.
Like,
If they
why
did
is it
that.
relevant? Yell
Yeah,
back.
I don't know. Huh.
And okay. And then the last one is I typed in can you,
Mm.
which
Okay.
you think would lead to a plethora of suggestions, but
Not really.
not as good as one would
Okay.
hope. Can you, in fact, mostly around preserving sorts of food for some
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Okay.
I'm interested. People are actually curious about that. I
Yeah.
figured anybody took the time.
Can you freeze cream cheese?
Well, I'm sure you can. You can freeze anything.
Can you freeze pumpkin pie?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you freeze?
Changes the molecular structure.
I was gonna say. I
So,
mean,
it's so good.
could you? Can you? And should you? Are
Yeah, right.
very different questions.
Yes.
Maybe we'll type in should you.
Okay.
Next. All right. Can you freeze regular cheese?
I'm sure you could.
Can you freeze celery? Who is freezing
Oh
celery?
boy, that'd be terrible coming out.
Why would
Wouldn't
you?
it? Why
First
would
of
you
all,
do
why
that?
would you want to save celery
Yes.
for a later date?
Right. Like, you know what? Celery is like $3 a bunch. If you
Yeah.
need some later, you
Doesn't
just-
even decompose.
it's-
basically
Could survive a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
and it's all what is not bark is water anyway.
Right.
So when it
Water and bark.
when it thawed out, when it unfroze, it would just be goop,
Yeah.
right? Can you drink distilled water?
What?
Yeah. That's for real.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you can. You
Yeah.
can. It's okay.
Can you microwave styrofoam?
I
I mean, you probably shouldn't.
I'm more curious what happens, but
I suppose if the whatever is inside the styrofoam gets
Right.
super hot, it would melt the styrofoam.
Yeah, and you're probably pushing toxins out
Oh,
of
for
the
I'm kind
sure.
of curious. Like microwaves work by vibrating water molecules. Does
Sure.
styrofoam have enough moisture content to even be affected?
Don't know.
Interesting. Mm.
But I do know that if you put a styrofoam cup on a hot burner, that wouldn't go
No,
well.
it
either.
doesn't go well.
Yeah, it does.
No, it really doesn't.
Just
That's
wait,
bad.
why are you using styrofoam out here?
Yeah, that's right.
Use like glass.
Yeah.
And then
Or as we've suggested, don't use a microwave.
Yes.
All right.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn it.
To the ground. Can you live without a pancreas?
Yes.
I believe so.
I
There
didn't
you
know
go.
that.
You heard it here. Probably not first, but maybe second.
You will be diabetic, but you can.
Right, because there wouldn't be insulin created.
And I was told it is the second most complicated surgery, like Mayo Clinic does.
If somebody has mononucleosis really bad, it can ruin their pancreas, I think, for instance.
But there are just so many
Yeah.
blood vessels, other vessels, and your pancreas is
connected
kind
to
of
it, sure.
right in the center
Yeah.
of your
Yeah.
abdominal cavity. It is.
Interesting.
They said it's very complicated to redo the plumbing.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah. So, like,
Well, there you go.
That's good stuff.
You can.
not like it's not the riskiest, but it's just it's
Second.
second most complicated.
And I know that pancreatic cancer is a killer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's connected to so
Mhm.
many things.
Oh, it should make sense.
And hard to detect.
Yes.
Well, that makes sense. All right.
Look at us. We're getting smarter. as the days go.
Last one.
'Kay.
I did go with should I.
Okay.
Might be second to last because I might go with should we as well. Should I buy Bitcoin now? I mean, you probably should have a while ago.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
I
What?
don't
I
do
don't
it.
even understand.
I'm just thinking if there's a recession, that's the first thing to
Sure.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Not a great investment.
Should I update to iOS 26?
They're up to 26. I got an Android,
What?
so no.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, updates are never great, right? You think it was fine. They updated it. All they did was move things to places you couldn't find them in, and somehow you get worse reception. Those are the
Yes.
only two things that happen when they update.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Should I stay or should I go?
Lyrics.
Ah.
Should I go?
That's a good
Lyrics.
song.
Nice.
That's
That's
really
most of the lyrics right there.
Yeah, that's about it. Is there more?
I was trying to think. Well, I'll
I
go.
now.
If I stay, I'll be in trouble. If
Yeah.
I go, there'll be double.
There you
But
go.
it's basically still the same thing over and over and over.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's classic. It's classic.
is.
I
It
think
is.
that is. I think that is about it. So
Okay. All right.
you know what? I typed in some more stuff. Google is not super great tonight, so
Okay.
we will.
It happens.
We will probably call that a wrap on what are you looking at? And really, we should probably call it a wrap on the Farmer Tan podcast.
It was full. It was filled with
And-
stuff.
Yeah, that was covered a lot.
We did.
we did.
A lot of rabbit holes. A lot of
Yes.
rabbit holes were tunneled into.
And if you were not entertained, that's on you.
It is.
Yeah, you have a terrible sense of humor if you did not find something to laugh at. during
Especially
this.
the ad reads.
Especially the ad reads were classic.
We might.
we might owe them.
Yeah, we
We
probably. Yeah,
probably do.
yeah, we owe
Yeah,
Ben
might
some
wanna check
money.
with that. Ben for sure. Ben.
Golly. What just a miserable outing
Yeah.
this has been for Jake in the 308.
Like, do you think it's like, oh, I heard about you in the Farmer Tan podcast? You're like, oh, no.
No.
Now I'm questioning whether I want to do business. anymore.
Exactly.
All right. Well, hey, thank you guys for riding along. We're going to pull up to, you know what? We're not just letting you out. We're all getting out.
I think that's why.
This has been ridiculous. I am certainly glad that our friend Scott was here to
Yeah, absolutely.
suffer through
Glad-
this.
No, I know.
Glad
It was
I
a good
could be
time.
here. No, it's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
now you know what it means.
Yes.
You have to get to Lexington.
That's right.
And yeah, you asked me, we got to do it live? Heck yeah, we're doing it
no,
live.
we're not after that display.
No, I'll do the reads.
I was going to say, there will be no reads from Jake.
We would like to be on tape delay for sure. Mercy. Hey, Farmer Tan podcast is currently interviewing for. We actually, okay, real quick before we depart.
Yes.
But Jared and I did talk about this one day a little bit. Sometimes I think it would be fun to have somebody else host, so I could just participate sometimes
Yeah.
because clearly I couldn't handle it tonight, but a lot of times I am thinking ahead of like just to keep the show moving or what is going to happen next or where kind of directing a little bit. And then when I listen to it back later, either when I'm editing or when it just publishes and I listen to it, I'm like, oh, why didn't I say this? Or, oh, Jared set me up perfect and I didn't say that. Yeah. But it's because you're a different frame of mind and you probably see that even on the radio side.
Oh, yeah, lots.
And so it's a voluntary position. You will not be compensated for any of it. And you have to work with us, which is potentially miserable from time to time. But we have talked about having even just sporadically having somebody else host.
Like Johnny did. Johnny Carson would have people come in and host once in a while.
Yeah.
Just take over. Yeah.
And, just having a guest host and instead of just guests, like tonight we got a guest host. Like we're turning the reins over to, or, I've thought about you or Caitlin, which neither one of you probably have enough time or even really the desire to do that with us. But yeah, just have somebody else, and then you could work on show prep or, I kind of wanted to ask this or ask that or whatever. So anyway, but tonight was kind of fun because we get that feel just a little bit when you're here because you are the professional in the room. And so we appreciate that.
You bet. It was fun. Anytime.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're all out of here. Thank you guys. We will see you back here next time. Goodbye.
See ya.
Stories of the crops and the toil we face. Farmers 10 podcasts bring